jab. Incredible performance.
Oh, I love this guy.
Back to back. I see you, Nee.
Oh my God!
Give it up for your champion.
Is this not some good ass Tekken, ladies and gentlemen?
Ladies and lads, welcome to day number 2 of the Tekken Online Challenge here in EU West. Yesterday, we had an amazing tournament, went right down to the wire. And today, we have a series of exhibitions for you. Very exciting stuff. My name is Spag, and I'm joined by the secret boss himself, Ryan. How you doing, bro?
Hello. I'm fine. I'm very happy to be here, part of day 2, the Tekken Online Challenge, as you've mentioned. It was a great, enthralling day yesterday. Super sick action all the way through from beginning to end, and today is going to be no less of an amazing day too. So yeah, really happy to be a part of this.
Yes, so we have 3 exhibitions, so 2 first to 5 and 1 first to 7 at the end, which is going to be really exciting. You know, we've got a good mix of old school legendary players and also some new school kind of up and coming players as well. So really can't wait to watch these, because I'm interested to see where I'm just excited to see the dynamic of like a newer school versus old school and see where the European scene is at the moment, right? We talked about it yesterday, how we had young players that had the really good potential to win the tournament, and actually 2 of them made it into top 3, man. We had Pika and E-Minor that were, you know, I don't even think they're 18, you know, and they made it all the way to the top 3, and E-Minor almost won the tournament. So it's great to see that the EU young talent is getting out there and doing their thing. And today we have that, man. We have so just to go over it, our first match will be Pika versus Artieface, which will be great.
Belgium,
we'll talk about that.
Yeah, Belgium versus the Netherlands, man. 2 super epic players as well.
Yeah. Number 2, we're going to be having Immortal Soul versus Ferguson. I mean, Immortal Soul might not be a name that you're familiar with, but hey, after watching this match, I'm pretty sure most of you guys are going to remember his name. And finally, to finish off, we're going to have Dante versus Malekith. So we have a really good lineup for you today.
Really amazing lineup. Every player super experienced, you know, a lot of tournament background there, and I think this is going to be really cool to see long sets, you know, the long format, right? It's not just a best of 3, it's not going to be a quick blowout, you know, and I think this is going to be really cool. Just have really high level play showcased all day here.
Yeah, so I mean, just talk about it for a second. Like the difference between a first to 2, first to 3, and a first to 5 and 7, right? Like the difference. Do you reckon it's important for a player, like I mentioned, we have a lot of new players here. Do you think for a new player or someone that's trying to learn and get into competitive Tekken, that it's, or any game for that matter, that it's important for them to be able to hang in those longer sets rather than just be able to do those explosive first 2s?
I mean, I feel like one of the bad things about first to 2 is it encourages you to kind of hide strategies. It encourages you to, you know, maybe sandbag a bit in casuals, because you know you can just get that one quick spark of strategy and then win the quick set. But I feel like Tekken in its full flavor is about long sets. It's about longevity. It's about having many different strategies and being able to pass the test of time against a strong player.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. And I hope that, you know, we're going to see that from these younger players and newer players as well, because I know that they are very capable. Let's talk about our first match. Then we have Pika versus Artieface. You mentioned it yourself, it's Belgium versus the Netherlands. Now, just talking about the countries in general, right? They are neighboring countries, right? And actually, when I was talking to some of the Belgian scene, they were saying that it's almost like with the same scene, because Belgium's a very small country, right? Yeah. And well, so is the Netherlands, to be honest. And like, they consider themselves to be part of the Dutch scene, right? We're the Dutch scene, right? But they are still 2 separate scenes at the end of the day, right? And Pika is a very young player, but he is considered to be the number 1 in Belgium. And we saw him yesterday making top 3 in the Tekken 7 Online Challenge tournament as well, the Open. So this kid is very strong, and he's going up against Artieface, who is a household name in the Netherlands, right?
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, I mean, you know, Belgium, of course, you know, Dutch is one of their spoken languages there. So yeah, very close relationship with the Netherlands. And yeah, both players, of course, they've met each other in tournaments. They've been, you know, they may have even met in brackets, you know, not only just having been in the same tournament, they probably played each other too. There's a lot of familiarity there. The long sets, what's really great for the newer players that are perhaps joining the stream, is this is now an opportunity to see what top players do under pressure. How do they adapt? You know, when they go down 2-0, what do they change? This hasn't worked. I know I need to change, but what do I need to change? And this is a great opportunity for that to be shown here on.
Yeah, because you have that sort of cushion for adaptation, right? If you lose the first 2 matches or the first 3 matches even for that matter, it's not over. And we've already seen, right, there's been a lot of exhibitions happening recently. Of course, during this whole pandemic, you know, you had to put on some stuff, and there's been so many exhibitions, and we've been able to see some of these younger players actually go out there and make crazy comebacks, right, in these first to 5 sets, first to 10 sets. And you know, that's where it happens. I think that can help you when it comes to tournament as well, right? It can help you when it comes to tournament to make that adaptation. Like, oh, last time when I played the first to 5, I actually changed to this character in this very situation when I was versus this character, and it worked out for me. You know, maybe in a short set you wouldn't have the capability to do that, right? So it's actually a great way to practice as well, just to get your fundamentals out there.
You know, so let's see now. So with longer sets, right? I have the idea that it's better to stick with one character. I really think so. I think in a long set, it doesn't help you if you switch, because switching then also presses a reset button in your own mind. I feel like you need to grind it out with that one character. It doesn't matter if you lose. The win or the loss is not important. What's important is that you soak up as much knowledge, you sponge it all in, you learn everything possible. If you're jumping around the board, you know, if you're switching around the select screen, I think it's difficult to actually take that in as experience, because, you know, you'll have 1-2 matches with one character, then you'll switch, right? And then you may win or lose with the second character, but what you gained from that first character kind of gets watered down with the switch, and same with the new characters as well. I feel like grinding it out, you know, first to 5 or first to 7 or whatever, with that one character really develops your experience with that character. And I think it's really important to have that as a mindset. Like, I want to improve my mind. I don't just want to double up on characters till I find someone he can't fight against. No, I want to be good. I want to be the reason that I won, you know, not my character. So I feel like, yes, it's good to have more than one character up, you know, up your sleeve, but when you have the rare opportunity of having a long set under pressure, use that to build up your character knowledge, to build up your player experience, and learn how to read the mind.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100% agree. So let's talk about Pika and Artieface then. So Pika, we saw him yesterday. He plays 2 characters. He played Eddie and Geese, but we only saw the Geese yesterday. Even when he was on the back foot, even when he was losing, he stuck with the Geese test, which is exactly what you said, right? He tries to just make the adaptation and just battle that adversity, right? He didn't just go for the easy thing, which is to change character, right? And on the other hand, we have Artieface, who is a strong player that uses Steve and Brian. I think he mains Steve as well. And I mean, Brian, I've seen him bring out in tournaments. Brian's very competent, but the Steve, I think, is the character that he has been going with mainly. And going for the second set, we have Immortal Soul and Fergus. Now, Immortal Soul is a Raven player. We haven't got many of those, Ryan.
No, we don't actually. A Master Raven, yeah, one of the rarer characters, a very strong character. Of course, we've seen many shapes of Raven in the form of Tishmon when he was playing in tournaments here representing Italy. But, you know, I mean, and then we've got like the Phantom, we've got, man, there's so many Raven players actually.
Animal, yeah,
there's so many. Yeah, so I feel like it's a strong character, you know, Master Raven, really sick. But she isn't really represented that much. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right there. Just to note as well, the comment I mentioned before about the training in long sets with one character is for training. When you go to exhibitions or tournaments, you're not training. When you go to exhibitions or tournaments, you're going to show what you've been doing in training, not where you train. You train in private, and then you do your long sets or whatever. And then when you go to the tournament or you go to the exhibition, like we're about to see today, that's where you show what you've been doing in your training. But yeah, just to clarify there.
And absolutely, you know, Immortal Soul has been doing that. I know that he's been grinding sets and, you know, playing in lobbies and doing all sorts, you know, and it shows, you know, I've seen this guy play. His Raven is very competent. I was actually very surprised at how strong he was, you know, because I hadn't really heard of him so much before, but he has become very good very quickly. And he's going up against the 2-time Tekken World Tour finalist, Mr. Fergus from Ireland as well. So that's going to be a great one, because he's obviously the Asuka and Julia main there. I mean, this guy plays multiple characters, and, you know, his results speak for themselves, man. He's made it to the finals twice, 2 times in a row, 2017 and 18. The guy's just a very, very strong player, Ryan.
Fergus definitely has earned his stripes here in the community. Obviously, you know, picking up, I mean, Asuka, a very strong character as well. One of the only Asuka players in the continent, you know, and I believe we've had a couple of others, but not that many. You know, it's not a character that you see everywhere, right? Getting into the Tekken World Tour, that's no easy feat, man. I mean, there's lots of players who've tried, lots of really talented, strong players who've tried and haven't quite been able to make it in. So it just shows you the effort he's been doing, you know.
And his journey to get there was crazy, man.
Yeah, oh my God, yeah, the grind. I mean, yeah, just talk about that a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like, I remember one time Fergus, you know, he had to go to South America, and he needed a top 3 finish. This guy got no sleep. He got no sleep, no food, nothing. He went in the tournament completely shattered and managed to get that top 3 placing to qualify for the World Tour that year in 2018. Just crazy, you know, this guy, what he's capable of doing. And yeah, our final match, Ryan, is going to be Dante versus Malekith. So let's quickly talk about that one. Dante, of course, from the UK, Jack player, also uses Leroy. Very, very strong player. He's been playing for quite a long time as well. You know, I think I believe he was part of the, you know, the Xbox days, playing then with that community. And just, you know, I think in Tekken 7 has really been getting a lot of good results.
Yeah, really, really sick plays. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of his recent matches, so I'm not really sure what he's doing these days, but I have heard a lot of good stuff about his performances in recent times.
Yeah, and he's going to be going up against someone that everybody in Europe knows, and if they don't know, they should know, Mr. Malekith.
Yes,
Malekith, who is a Tekken legend in Europe, Ryan.
he is indeed. I mean, I remember commentating one of his recent wins, Tekken Mania. He won this tournament. You know, really, really solid play. Over 100 players in that tournament, and Malekith. I mean, he just delivers. You know, he's very methodical, very, very clinical when he wants to be as well, and you can see the experience in his gameplay as well. A lot of the times, you know, he could have won that with any character. It looks like, you know, it wasn't the character that got him the win, or wasn't carried in any way. It was just his skill combined with his experience, and he has a very strong mode of determination. I've seen that when he kicks into gear and he's just not losing this round. You know, doesn't matter what's going on. He's winning that round, and he'll get the win, and it'll be clutch and it'll be hype. You know, and he's very, very good under pressure in that.
Yeah, very few people have that sort of legendary status here in Europe, and Malekith is definitely one of them. But our first match is going to be Pika versus Artieface, and we have a trailer to show you. So yeah, let's get excited for it, man.
Right.
So I'm facing Artieface, and yeah, I'm confident because I faced him a lot of times.
I'm pretty confident against Pika actually. I know him for a while now, and he's a pretty good player.
I know he's one of the best players in the Netherlands, but this time he's gonna get wrecked. So I'm going to play Geese, but I might counter pick.
The character I'm going to pick against Pika is definitely Brian.
I'm gonna prepare with my sparring partner because he also plays Steve, and he's an actually really good Steve player.
I'm going to prepare for Geese through practice mode and maybe watching some videos of Geese in general and maybe some of Pika himself.
I think we're pretty much 50-50, but I do want to say that he has never beaten me on Steve, and actually I've never lost to a Steve in a tournament.
The last time I played Pika was in an offline tournament here in Netherlands itself, in a place called Breda, and it was a top 8 match, I think winner's side, and it was also Brian versus Geese, and it was 2-1 for me. So.
All the times he has beaten me, he was playing Brian.
The one thing I remember is that I denied him the spot for Grand Finals at a Red Bull event for Tekken specifically.
I do know for a fact that Artieface likes to press a lot of buttons.
I am the better player of the two because of the fact that I have more experience in this game.
He also likes to parry a lot.
I think that he started the game in Tekken 7, so compared to that, I have a lot more experience and a lot more tourney experience as well because I go to a lot of tournaments abroad.
But you know what? I play 2D characters and I play Geese.
Because of this match being a long set, it could go back and forth.
Well, for me at least, I'm gonna win 5-2, maximum 5-3, but I won't let him take more games than that.
I think the set will be pretty close, but I think it will end up in a 5-3 for me.
Those tournaments, there's always like 100 people, and those are pretty big tournaments, right? And it's really fun to go there, but every time we go there, we are only like 4 or 5 Belgian players. And you know what happens?
We Dutch players definitely have the upper hand in the matchup between the Belgians because we have a stronger scene.
2 of us always hit top 8. Just imagine if we had all the Belgian top players coming. Just imagine 5 Belgian players in top 8 in a Dutch tournament. So yeah, we are better.
And also that we dominate pretty every tournament in Belgium and in the Netherlands if we attend.
Yeah, that was sick. Yeah, Martha basically like, you know, I feel like I'm a bit more experienced, you know, it's, you know, our scene is a little bit stronger. And Pika's just like, yeah, he's a masher, he loves to parry.
All I heard was he likes to press a lot of buttons, and then in the next breath it was like, and he always parries. Like, that's just a perfect description of a Steve player as well. Like, oh man, that was jokes. He likes to press a lot of buttons.
He likes to press a lot of buttons, yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? So at the end of the day, Belgium and Netherlands, they do have a little bit of a rivalry, right? So
oh yeah, definitely.
These are neighboring countries, yeah.
I really like that. I mean, you know, one thing that really shone out there is some genuine salt in this rivalry, right? You know, you can hear that some of the results, they're not quite agreeable with what's expected. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really looking forward to seeing the outcome now because, yes, it is different now. They're on different terrain in terms of the rule set. It's 1st to 5, right? That's a longer time to work out your opponent. And I think that this It's going to really showcase what they can deliver. It's going to show what experience they have against each other as well. All those wins and losses they've racked up over the recent months and years is all going to culminate here today.
Yeah, definitely, man. And both guys saying that it's probably going to be 5-3 in their favor. And interestingly enough, you know, even though I think Artieface, he normally goes with Steve as his main character, what's funny is that both of them mentioned that whenever Pika had lost, was versus the Brian. So I'm interested to see if we're going to see Brian, because Brian for me is one of the I love watching Brian, man. And Artieface, I've seen his Brian, it's extremely strong. He's beaten some of the top players in Europe using that Brian as well. So he's very competent. It's not an easy character to use as well, man. So yeah, I'm excited to see what character Artieface will pick.
I actually ran into Artieface at Evo. We played in the Evo bracket. Yeah,
Evo.
I flew all those thousands of miles to America and ended up playing someone from my continent.
No
it was so
way.
mad. Yeah, we met. I can't remember. Was it top 64 or something? But yeah, he picked. I think he picked. Is it Brian? It's on YouTube. You can guys check it out if you want to watch it. But yeah, we met at Evo. It's weird when you go all the way to America or Japan or Korea, and you end up playing someone from your backyard. It's just insane.
Yeah, that's really, really crazy. Like, yeah, I mean, I didn't know he actually went to Evo. I know he's experienced. I know he's traveled a lot, but had no idea that he was at Evo or even got like that top of a placement. But it was surprising though.
He's very good, and I feel like for tournaments, the way he approaches the game is very smart as well. He has a very good kind of, you know, optimal style. He's not going to just try and rampage and leave himself wide open to big blows. He's going to be quite optimal and reserved in his approach, but then really like getting in there when he can and staying on top of the opponent. I think for a tournament, for a short set tournament, that's a really, really good approach.
Yeah, this would be a big statement. This would be a huge statement for Pika if he's able to win this first of 5 over someone that's beaten him in tournament. And also a younger player going up against someone that's traveled to Evo, you know, and got such a high placement. Either way, I'm really, really excited for this. Big shout out, by the way, to Astro for supporting the, just the Tekken scene in general, the official headset and mix-up of the Tekken Online Challenge.
Yes, and of course, a big shout out again to Bud Light, of course, one of the supporters of the event, this Tekken Online Challenge. And if you want to get more involved with what they're doing in the world of fighting games, make sure you head over to their stream, twitch.tv/Budlight for the for the challenge, or for their beer challenge. They have a Tekken 7 beer challenge every Tuesday, so make sure you head over there and catch the beer and catch the Bud Light Beer League, Tekken 7 Bud Light Beer League. Make sure you check that out because it's going to be sick every Tuesday.
Absolutely. So yes, I believe we have a poll that took place about this match of who the people thought was going to win between Pika and Artieface. Have a look now. Team Belgium or Team Netherlands? Which side are you on? Let us know. Pika, 52%, man. It's a very close one.
52?
Yeah,
wow.
52 to 47.
I'm actually just looking at that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's close, but I mean, Pika recently, I believe, has been a lot more active when it comes to this.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Definitely.
Yeah. It has been a lot more sort of active in like the online tournaments and just in general. I've been seeing a lot of Pika, so I think that's probably why he's got the edge. But that's still very close, 47.
Yeah,
to 40.
it really is. It really is. I don't think we've seen a lot of Artieface in recent times, so a lot of that 47% is probably going off of previous performances.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think that Pika, I mean, just looking at his performance yesterday in the Tekken Online Challenge was so impressive, right? There were moments of clear domination from him where he was, just, I don't know, head and shoulders above the opponent in that moment or in that set, right? So we know what he can do. We've seen what he's capable of when he wants to. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think at this point it is slightly in Pika's favor. It's down to Artieface to prove to us that he can match up to what Pika's been delivering recently.
And I think he could do that. I think experience cannot be understated when it comes to these situations. This is not a small exhibition. This is this is a big official first of 5. Nerves are going to play a factor here. Experience will play a factor as well. And Artieface has that, man. So I'm excited to see this match. I think we're going to be getting into the match very shortly. Pika and Artieface. Who do you think that Artieface are going to go with? I think Brian.
If he's really been putting him in a body bag every time he's picked Brian, I see no reason why not to pick Brian now, especially when it's an even longer set. So for all intents and purposes, if Pika's been working out the Brian, he'll be able to have time to adapt to any of these changes that he's been introducing to his style over time. So I feel like Brian is definitely a good pick. I mean, I know he has Steve, I know he has a couple of others as well, but I do feel like Brian is probably the go-to start character here.
Right, well, the lobby is ready. The players are ready here. Pika versus Artieface, the first exhibition match here, first to 5 of the Tekken 7 Online Challenge, day number 2 of the EU West. Let's get into it. Man, I'm excited for this one, man. The old school versus new school versus old school, man. This is exciting stuff here, right, man?
Yeah,
The
it
future
really
of
is.
Europe, Pika.
It really is. I mean, it's one of those situations where offline versus online comes to play because, you know, these players have met each other in offline tournaments, but what's the deal when they get together online? It's a different kind of strategy. You can't quite whiff punish the same as you would. You know, you can't quite react to certain situations. Everything's reset. So there's another kind of mindset that you bring to a set like this too. So that also is going to become a factor in the long term.
Yeah, and you know, I even mentioned it yesterday, didn't I say, right at the start of the tournament, that Pika was one person that I was looking out for. He didn't quite make it. He didn't quite get the win, but man, he did really, really well to get that top 3 finish. And here we go, the
Really
first
sick.
game, first set. He's gone with the Brian, Ryan.
Yes, definitely. I mean, I see why not. I don't see any reason why not. I mean, this is the character you've been dominating the guy with. Why pick someone else and risk it? You know, why start off on the back? Why pick Brian when you're down 3-0? It doesn't make sense. Start with your strong character and see what happens.
And of course, Pika just going to be picking that Geese the whole way. Even though he is very competent with other characters as well, Geese is the character he's just been going with, sticking with. You know, he has confidence in the character, and that's so super important as well.
Yes.
Because if you don't have confidence in your character, your gameplay is not going to be that good.
I mean,
So here we go.
Just got out of a big tournament yesterday, and we're on the Souk stage to open up here. The first set, the EU West exhibitions, Artieface versus Pika, and round 1's underway. They're feeling each other out now. 4-1+2 blocked. Yep. 4.
Right, okay.
Testing the water here. 3+4 blocked.
Yeah.
Nicely. Ooh. Almost got the Mac Breaker punish there on the sidestep Refuken.
Yeah, he runs into an orbital. That's one of the things about Brian. Brian has really good defensive moves, right? When it comes to like that orbital, the 3+4, the keep out. Very, very good option. And that should be dead with a confirm. Nice.
Brian's costume, it looks like he's been shopping at the Moschino store. That hoodie. All
You
right.
need to make that hoodie real, bro.
It looks sick.
That'd be so sick. Hey.
Okay.
Artieface. Oh my gosh, the
Oh my days, into the McDonald's breaker. Oh, he's not messing about. Taunt jet upper. Taunt back 4 jet
in
upper.
a row here in round number 2.
He's showing
the
Pika.
execution.
Showing Pika, man. It's like nothing had changed. Still the same beatdown from before.
Yeah, what did you say about
Goodness.
Logan?
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
Alright, Jacken.
Ooh.
Oh, follows up with the extra damage. Nicely done, but Artieface out of trouble now. Ooh, tries to get the back 4 against the wall. That would have been bad news. He could block it. Oh, the back 4 into jet upper, and that is going to be game 1. 3-0, just like that.
How quick was that, Brian? As soon as he got the wall there, Brian at the wall is very dangerous. Of course, that back 4 given the guaranteed jet upper. He got 2 taunt back 4s in that one round, and in the end, even when he was losing, he managed to get the wall position, sidestep left, into back 4 jet upper. I mean, it's perfect play.
It's smart stuff because obviously Geese at that range and that spacing, he's not going to do any tracking moves. He's not going to do anything when he's back to the wall and you're right up in his face. He's not going to do anything to track. So sidestep back 4 is one of the smartest things you can do. Anything that you're going to get out of in that situation is probably not going to be that bad, right? So I feel like Pika really needs to think about that when he's back. You know, when he has when his back's to the wall, he has to kind of recognize that, you know, sidestep might be coming. A short step into back 4 is deadly, and, you know, back 4's safe anyway. So, yeah.
Yeah,
be careful about that.
if you think about it, the taunt, you can interrupt your opponent. When the taunt gets thrown out, you want to try and interrupt it so that he can't do anything, right? And I think, you know, going for a down forward run or something is usually a good option, but you know, you saw Artieface there, sidestep left. Sidestep left is the way to beat Geese's down forward run and a few of his other moves. That is his weak side, so to speak. Sidestep left, little short sidestep into back 4, got the guaranteed jet upper, and just finished the round, man. Especially when Brian has rage. I mean, that is a huge combo you're going to get, man.
Well, after that game, I have nothing more to say. I thought that Artieface might need to prove something. There's nothing more to prove. That was a beatdown, but 3-0. 6 stuff so far. Pika is going to need to step it up here.
Do you know what I love as well is that the thing is Artieface, and not just that, but just Europe in general, right? Like before the Second World Tour, I think the people outside of Europe didn't really know about our players. And that's why I think that in a way we weren't shown that much respect, you know, because obviously it was an unknown region. Even people like Super Kuma and Fergus and these guys, they weren't so known, right? And now, you know, with things like this, like the Tekken 7 Online Challenge and Tekken World Tour and all these things, you know, these players are able to go out there, show what they're made of, and show that, you know, Artieface doing those taunt back 4s ain't easy, but he did it. He did it twice in a round. And this is someone that you just mentioned has gone to Evo and got a high placement in someone. So, you know, these kind of people, I mean, it's great that they're able to get this platform to show what they're made of and to like maybe show people that they are good players.
Definitely, definitely. I mean, just all round, this is a great ecosystem for development as well, because the viewers get to learn something from the high-level play, the winners get to learn what's good about their gameplay, and the losers get to go home and work on stuff. You know, this is just really good for every single party involved.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And what do you think Pika needs to do? I mean, that was a 3-round blowout. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I don't like Sook stage for Pika right now. For this particular matchup, I feel like the way that Artieface was playing, he looked really confident on this stage. I mean, obviously being able to line up the walls perfectly as well. The wall carry with Brian is super effective on the stage, definitely getting wall to wall. I mean, I don't know, a stage change might be in order. I think Pika is fine. Like, character's fine, his level is fine. He can still win this. I'm just saying that I feel like the stage didn't help him in game 1.
The stage, absolutely. I mean, with Brian at the wall and the kind of combos he can do, a lot of Brian players like to go for the helipad, because even actually most characters are not so good on that stage. Brian, you see Jimmy J Tran, if you ever watch Jimmy play, he will go for that stage. Even Bilal, like these Brian players love to go to the helipad, because even though the walls and the windows and everything are really awkward, Brian gets really good combos on them. And Sook is kind of like that, right, with these weird wall angles. But it doesn't matter when it comes to Brian. Brian, if he has your back to the wall, even if he has these weird angles, Brian can get some really big damage, right? So yeah, I think, you know, the stage didn't help. But I mean, usually what happens if Pika loses, if any Geese player loses, they go to the Howard estate. But I think Brian is pretty good on that stage as well. So I mean, what's he gonna do here? Does he go to an infinite stage and just try and play normal Tekken? To just try to outplay him?
I mean, it might have just been a bad game. I'm just going off of what I saw. Maybe Pika's really good on. Maybe he likes this stage. Maybe he's really, you know, maybe there's just some adaptation that needs to happen. I'm really interested to see what the next game's going to say, because that's going to be a big tell for the progress of this set. Obviously, after that 3-0 blowout, you know, Pika's going to be trying to get this one, definitely get at least a round on the board. So yeah, I'm interested to see what kind of adaptation. Pika, you know, he's you heard him in the interview, he's very determined. He wants this means something to him. He has run into Artieface before, and Brian was the character that, you know, he was able to beat Pika with. So yeah, there's a lot on the line here for both players. But yeah, Artieface solid so far, definitely doesn't need to prove anything to anybody right now. And yeah, really interested to see game 2.
Yeah, definitely, man. The thing. Yeah. Okay. So. Okay. Oh, we have a hype video to show you guys. We just got told. So yeah, let's watch this.
Let's run that. Sounds sick.
Yeah.
Got Artieface, very good player from the Netherlands. Artieface looking really solid here.
Artieface looking nice.
That was very impressive. Artieface takes it just like that, 6 rounds to 1. Artieface, you know, they don't fear. And this could potentially be it.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, balle de match Pika. Qui n'est pas les Pika. Elle joue à lui.
That was sick. Yo, just a little bit of a look at these players and what they've been able to do offline in tournaments. Really cool stuff, man.
But yeah, now you can see both of them really experienced in tournament gameplay at high levels as well. These are not just anybody's they're winning against. I mean, these are top players. So really cool to see. And just the variety. Look, I saw about 9 different tournaments there. You know, like, they've been all over. So yeah, really sick stuff to both players.
Yeah, so just like you mentioned, man, you know, it was a 3-round blowout. So in a way, you know, we mentioned this yesterday as well, right? If you get blown out that badly, sometimes just because you know, the other player just got everything works for him, and that happens sometimes. Sometimes everything that the opponent does just works for him. That doesn't necessarily mean that you played badly. It's just, you know, it just went well for him. Now, we didn't get a chance to see what Pika's capable of doing, and I think that should give Pika a little bit of confidence. Like, you know what? Yeah, he had a good game, but now I need to get that out of my mind, bring it back. It's only 1-0. You know, it's definitely still winnable.
I mean, we know what Pika's capable of because we saw him bodying people yesterday on this very stream, right? So we know what the deal is. Artieface had a strong start, but if he wants to win this, he's going to have to continue that, because Pika has very strong momentum game. Once he starts going, he's like full throttle. So I think that wherever Artieface is building now, he's going to have to try and hang on to that as tightly as possible.
Yeah, hopefully. And I wonder if we're going to see Artieface's Steve if he beats the Brian, if he starts to beat the Brian. If he starts to catch on to the timing and the move choices, will he switch to Steve? I think he will. I honestly, because I think that's his main character. whenever I've seen Artieface play, I've rarely seen him use Brian. I'm not sure. I might be misrepresenting this, but I have seen his Steve very often. And his Steve is sick. But
Yeah,
we're going to be getting into our second game here. What is going to be the stage choice? That's what I'm interested in here for Pika. Is he going to go to the key stage? No, he's gone for an...
Abandoned temple. They went random, and it was abandoned temple. Okay, so a lot more space to work with. This is no souk. Okay, this is a lot more room, a lot more wiggle room, a lot more area to space around and position yourself the way you want to be, to where you want your opponent to be, and yeah, definitely going to look a bit different to that last game. Not sure about the result, but at least the how the game turns out in terms of movement is going to be different.
Let's see what Pika's capable of doing here after that first match. He goes instantly for the throw, and Artieface ready for it.
Oh, nice neckbreaker punish. This time he gets it.
Oh man!
Tackle, and again aggressive start here for Artieface. Repukin.
Yep.
Fires back.
Yep. He's forward, trying to get the counter. The side step again.
Wow, max damage, man. And it is all over for round 1.
Yeah, Pika just, you know, falling into Artieface's timing at the moment. But here we go, forward on pursuit, an opportunity to get something started here.
Pika now with the combo. Jerk into the wall, follows up. Yep.
Good.
And look at this round here from Pika, working on a perfect right now.
Yeah, a lot more aggressive here. Oh yes,
look at that. Oh, sorry, not quite perfect.
Back one.
Yep.
Gets a round on the board finally, Pika.
Very strong round there for Pika. Another escape. Artieface not interested in getting thrown. Get off me.
And that's the danger, right? The danger of being really aggressive and like just being a lot more aggressive as Brian is that you are susceptible to getting counter here, and that's exactly what happened.
Oh, the counter! What a read there. Pika back in play here. Ends that bar. Oh, the jump kick over the low, but doesn't convert.
Yeah, no punish there either from Artieface.
Spend the bar there. Gave the meat. There he spends it now.
Yep. Nice jab challenge. Oh, spring kick. Two throw.
No break on that. Conditioned him with the 1+2 break.
Yep.
1-1-2. Guaranteed. Another round.
Very good clutch there from Pika. Yeah, great stuff. Have we got one round away now from evening up the set? Can he do it? He uses his meter here for a bit more pressure.
Oh, no. Building here for Pika. Artieface under some pressure now. 1-2-1 blocked. Oh.
Looking for back 1+ frames.
Oh, the counter hit.
Yep.
Got him on the interrupt. Up the
I like the usage of the down 4.
Really good stuff here. Artieface in trouble on the defense now, looking for the parry, but no dive. Oh, gets the float now.
Nice conversion. Hey. Rage available now for Pika.
Oh, good block. Oh, that might be it.
The conversion.
Straight into rush on one. No funny business. Straight into Rager, and that is going to even it all up here.
Nice. Damn. I felt like there, Pika was kind of on the back foot in many of those rounds, but he was always able to clutch it out. Artieface is playing really aggressively. That's why you saw that Pika using that down 4, getting the counter here. That was really, really vital. And yeah, I want to see Pika do more of that. Just challenge with the down 4. It's a good way. I mean, when you look at down 4, it's not just a low poke. No, you use it as a counter hit launcher. That's what most Beast players will say that they'll use it for. So yeah, using that just to maybe slow down Artieface a little bit because he's being really aggressive.
You force him to respect you force him to respect the high game as well. You can't run him with high springs because if down 4's coming out, that's going to convert into forward 1. You can spend the bar, get more damage off of it, and so on. So I feel like yeah, that's definitely something that forces respect on space as well. The other thing is there on a larger stage, because as you mentioned, Artieface very aggressive gameplay, but on a larger stage, that aggression doesn't quite reach the wall that quickly. So where you saw him get snuffed against the wall on Souk, that didn't happen where Pika could now move around, could move away, he could reset himself and then come back into the attack. And as you saw, once he did have the upper hand, he was able to get the damage and get the right reads where needed.
Although I don't think that Artieface looked bad there, though, to be honest.
No, not at all. Of course not. No.
At the end of the day, Pika was on the back foot. It just wasn't able to close it out because he maybe overextended one or two times and got counter hit. But yeah, this is looking like a good set, man. One match apiece here in this first of 5. Belgium versus Netherlands. Oh boy. The new school versus old school. And he's sticking with the Brian, of course. The precipice of fate. Back in.
Random stage again. They are not picking. This is all question mark stuff. 1-1 here. Very dominant games for both players. Looking really impressive. And this is going to be a good one. I do believe that both players are still adapting. We haven't seen anybody's final form just yet. And yeah, it's going to be really cool to see what happens right now.
Oh, let's get into it.
All right. Wasting any time. Okay. Fires back. Off
Yeah,
the
and
mid.
that's one thing that Pika's definitely noticed is that Artieface is not ducking the quarter circle back 2. That
No.
puts you into pretty much a 50-50 situation.
Right.
And Pika's going to start using that a bit more.
Gonna start, yes, rinsing it a bit more.
Yeah.
Okay, Ken blocked. Oh, 1-1-2. Catch him on the way in. Oh, he goes low this time, and that's gonna be it.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
up.
'Cause, yeah, I mean, Pika's noticed Artieface, even there, you know, he put him into the 50-50 because you're not ducking that high, the quarter circle back 2.
That's
It's
just
very,
smart.
very important to duck that, to put your opponent on notice.
Very smart gameplay. When you see weaknesses in your game, in your opponent's style, you've got to take advantage. You've got to get everything possible.
Absolutely.
Working out well so far. Look at this wall damage now. Oh. Oh, there was a nice duck and punish.
Yeah. He ducked the quarter
shame.
circle back 2 that time.
Yeah. Like, hang on a minute, you can duck these.
Oi.
Oh, stand up again, and that is another round for Pika. What is going on?
Yeah, I mean, even though Artieface ducked it that time, the thing is there's so many strings that you can cancel into the quarter circle back 2, and Pika's just going through them right now. Hey, no duck. 1-1-2.
Again, catches him. Oh, nice. We're finding to the jet upper.
What a combo! Oh my god! Oh my word!
On an angled wall as well.
That was sick.
Oh, what a whiff punish! Almost set him up for that with that kind of strange range on the Repuken. The break. Oh, the float!
2-1!
Into the Mac breaker. Oh man, at that range, that was definitely the best option to close.
I love that. I love the little side step into the instant while standing 1 death from Artieface. That was good.
Getting really tense now. Both players starting to read each other really well here.
Uh-oh. That's
Back down.
no!
Oh, he missed it.
He ducked. First time he ducks, he goes for the mid. Pika in his head right now. He jumps, and that's going to be 7 yellow.
A perfect. Closes the round with a perfect. What is happening? Artieface now suddenly has lost all that momentum that he built. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like Pika's making the adaptation now. He's noticed that there's a little bit of a hole in his defense, right? He's not ducking that quarter circle back 2 all the time. He ducked it once and got the punish, but Pika was like, okay, straight after he ducked that, he's like, you know what? If you're going to duck that, I'm just going to do the quarter circle back 2 from a different string. There's so many ways you can do that. You could do standing 2, forward 1, quarter circle back 2, even just go standing 2, quarter circle back 2 straight away. There's so many ways that you can set up that string.
From almost any of his moves, you can just introduce that string, you know? So I think it's really something that keeps your opponent on their toes. They have to be looking for it, you know? But if they're looking for it, they're not looking for other things, so you can sneak other things in. So there's some smart mind games you can play around that option.
Yeah, and the mid is safe, by the way. So the mid is safe, and the thing is that you can actually do a fuzzy guard. So if you do like a little back, down back, it does cover the mid and the low.
And the low,
but that's something that you
but
really
it's tight.
need to
But that's tight though. That's tight. That's not a oh, there's this mid-low string you can fuzzy it. Like you have to be in the lab and get the timing down, and then even when you have the timing down in the lab, when you then take it to a match, you can still get hit. You know, it's just like one of those things. So yeah, definitely something that it is possible. Can fuzzy it, can block both, but a little bit of preparation required.
Oh yeah, 100%. You need to practice that like a lot, you know, and play in games like you mentioned. It can't just be something that you do in practice mode, because in a game it's completely different, right? Because you're watching out for it in practice mode. You're just doing it. But when it happens and you're not expecting it, that's where it really counts, right? But it's 2-1 right now for Pika. We're getting into the Duomo di Sirio now, bellissimo. Here we go, 2-1 now. What is Artieface going to do to respond? He had a very quick start, great start to this first of 5, but it's slipping away, man. It's slipping away.
Man, let's talk about this Pika adaptation, man. I mean, after that first game blow up, this is just turned around. Like, just completely different player now. I mean, obviously the first game, it wasn't that he wasn't playing, he just didn't really get to play, you know, and now we're actually seeing what he can do here. And this is great, 2-1 so far.
Yeah. All right. Artieface still got... man, that string has been hitting Pika all the time. The second hit...
the second hit delay count it.
Oh, whoa!
Wow, that's a weird camera thing there.
No.
Oh, he tried the mid carry to put him at the wall, but yeah, slightly early timing.
Yeah. Here we go, Artieface. He's keeping up his aggression. I love to see it. Got a little brawl.
Bit of a barroom brawl here.
Oh, watch out now. This is very dangerous now. Oh! Guaranteed hit.
Okay, Pika now trying to keep him pinned against the wall.
Tried it again.
Oh, he goes low! And then stand up to make him lie down. And there's round 1 for Pika.
Nice. Going for that little cheeky down 1+2.
Yeah, really sick. You got to split those in when they're not ready. It's not the fastest low, but you got to split those out sometimes.
Yeah, you got to test your opponent, right? I mean, he's been testing with the force like back 2. Now he's doing other stuff as well, and he gets a down 4 counter hit. Doesn't surprise me. Artieface is playing very aggressively, and Pika, his move choices are good. Going for that down 4. 2 bars of meter to work with as well. Oh
wow.
I like how Pika's just doing back 3 on his own as well, just to try and catch the parry.
Oh, looked like he tried to pick him up with the down back 2, but he was slightly too late. Allowing Pika to tech roll, and this is looking good for Pika again. What? Ooh. Man, he's almost got 2 bars as well.
Yeah.
What is happening here? This is just destruction right now.
Yeah, he's definitely catching up to Artieface's timing because he's been getting.
Oh my goodness! Catches him stepping. Back 3-2. Shippuden runs in. Oh, nice escape from Artieface, staying alive here temporarily. Artieface really looking for an opening, and what?
Punish.
So ready. Oh my goodness me! Super ready right now. What's happening? Artieface is not being allowed to play.
Yeah, honestly, I think, you know, Artieface knows one way to play with this Brian, and it's like, you know, to be aggressive, be in your face, and just start bullying you, right? But hey, you know, if Pika's been using his side steps, his back 3s have been on timing. The timing's been great. Down 4 has been catching counters. Even forward 4, he's been getting counter hits here on Artieface because Artieface is being very aggressive here. I wonder what he's going to do here. He's going to have to kind of maybe just be a little bit more patient here, so he can bait out some of these things, some of these key pat moves that Pika's trying out.
One thing that I've noticed is Pika has definitely been putting in that homework versus Artieface's Brian. He's been looking at VODs, he's been watching matches, he's been understanding why he lost in previous times, because this is not the same style of matchup that we've seen from Pika when he's played Artieface in the past. And this just looks like a different player. I mean, everything is working now, and that hasn't been the case before. I mean, he even said in the interview, all the times he's lost, it was against the Brian. So obviously, the chunk of his homework has gone towards working on Brian. So is, in this situation, perhaps Steve now a viable counter pick? Maybe there isn't as much resource, there hasn't been as much work gone in against the Steve. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I agree, and it would provide a different pace to the match as well. Do you think about Brian being that kind of character that can just bully you, right, and get into your face and stuff? He does have good keep out moves too. So I wouldn't mind if you just stuck with Brian here and just employed a bit more of a defensive playstyle. But Steve could be a great one as well. Has arguably the best counter hits in the game with that down 4-2 and back 1, right, and the 1-2-1. So yeah, let's see what he does here. Will he go for the Steve, or is he sticking with the Fury?
I think he should just switch on the torrents and start, you know, getting them 1-bar snake edges, man. Push the torrents on.
Yeah, he snake edged him with that down 1+2. So why not?
So, all right. So 3 games to 1. This is a dominating run from Pika so far, but Artieface definitely going to want to stop him in his tracks in this game here.
Yeah, analyze where you went wrong. Where were you getting? Where were you losing? Nice jab challenge there from Artieface. Going to get a float combo early on.
Yep, nicely done. Down 3. Oh, going low. 3 lows in a row here. Nice ducks on the 4-3. Super ready. Oh.
The conversion.
Wow. He made that into something that worked.
Yeah.
Can't believe he made that into a good combo. That was nuts.
And that just proves that he's been playing Brian for a long time.
Good block on the down 4.
Yeah.
What a round from Artieface. That was brilliant stuff.
But the thing is about these strings from Geese, though, is that even though Artieface got the duck there, it was a mix-up because Pika could have gone for the forward 1, and he's gonna remember that.
Oh, in the back. Don't stand up, says Pika. What are you standing up for?
What? Count hit. Rewall splat. Oh. Good break.
Always keeping him on his toes with them escapes. Jaya can catch them flipping. And the mid 1-2-1 finish.
Yeah, those kind of strings where you have like a high mid, the jab and into a mid are really good.
They're really good, especially when it's like a safe option as well.
Back
okay. Through attack, decent 3 things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like combo. He's working on getting another bar of meter here. Pika got him at the wall, pressuring him right now, looking to take it 4-2-1. Can he do it? Artieface has rage now.
Back 1 blocked. Oh man, wow, just so ready for everything.
The jump, man, the jump. I mean, this is something you need to look out for when you're playing against these 2D characters, man. Geese, Kuma, Eliza. The jump is another dimension which you need to definitely watch.
I mean, he doesn't do it all the time though, but it seems that every time he does it, it works.
Yeah.
Got the reads, man, got the reads.
Again, I mean, Ryan, we spoke about it, right? Is he catching on to Artieface's timing here?
He's getting the reads, man. Pika is a librarian right now. Everything working. This is ridiculous. Wow, wall bounce as well. Oh, no conversion, but it's not going to matter. Because Jayaken puts him on his back again. And down forward 1-4 to go up. 4-1 back. Talk to me.
Yeah, 4-1 after losing the way he did in that first match is incredible. Remember, we did speak about it, that even though it was a blowout in that first match with 4 Artieface, Pika wasn't able to get anything going. And now he's definitely gotten going here with the back threes on point with the timing, the down fours and everything. And then the jumps, which we just mentioned, right? Every time, like, he just knows when he's going to do a get-up kick. And he jumps over it, does the kick into the combo. I mean, Pika's playing on point right now. What's the Artieface got to do here, Ryan? I mean, this is a bad position for him.
Yeah, I guess it is a bad position. I mean, you know, one thing I wanted to sort of like catch up on is, you know, I was mentioning that from what I know, okay, because maybe there are a lot of events I haven't been watching and stuff, but it seemed that Pika had been in more recent tournaments, you know, maybe a lot of the online ones. So he had a very sort of active status in his game plan, and I feel like Artieface may not have been playing as much recently, so he might not be 100% right now. He might just be playing 60%. This might only be a 30% Bushin clone of Artieface, right? So we might not be seeing all the stuff that we would normally see in those sets where Artieface beat Pika in previous times. Do you know what I mean? We know Pika's been playing. We've seen him in tournaments recently. We saw him yesterday. It doesn't get more recent than that. So we know what work he's been doing. And that was what I meant when I said, you know, it's on Artieface to kind of prove that he can keep up with Pika. And so far, he hasn't been able to do that outside of that first game. But it is Artieface, very, very strong player. And if anyone can do it, he can. I don't think this is over just yet. I don't think it's going to be a 5-1.
I really do want to see just Artieface try to employ a different strategy here. Be a bit more patient, use your keeper's fours, because otherwise you're going to get counter hit like that, the down 4. He keeps on trying to go for the side step into buttons, and Pika's catching his timing right now, Ryan.
Every single time. I mean, obviously, like I mentioned before, online is a different timing, different strategies, everything changes. You know, it's not the same as offline, so there's some adaptation that's needed here. 1-1, 2, and very aggressive while standing 1 though. Puts the brakes on him. Go back 3. Oh man.
The jab after getting hit by the hack kick. I mean, such bravery from Pika, man. But he is on set point here. I mean, it is 1 match away from taking his first of 5, so he's got the confidence. He has, you know, the ability to be a little bit more aggressive.
Back 1 now, trying to announce some offense, but back 3-2. Doesn't spend the bar. The conversion, he's got a wall combo anyway.
Yeah, he floated the spring kick, man. Artieface is just making every wrong decision at the moment. It's back into the ball as well.
Oh, and he missed the launch.
Early, too late.
Gets behind him. Oh no, missed the upper. Oh man, it's all falling apart here.
It's a brawl. It's a brawl, Ryan. Here we go.
It really is.
Okay.
And he needed that. He needed that mat kick. Oh my goodness me.
Yeah, good stuff there from Artieface. It's essentially what Pika's been doing to him, right? Using those kind of moves to counter hit. Artieface using forward there. Solid choice.
Yep. Nice block. He sidestepped into the crouch block there. Really smartly done. Oh, missed the mag race at the end.
Oh, what?
Oh, no. The counter! And this is going to hurt. He's got 2 bars to play with.
Yeah.
There's 1 right now. 1 left to go.
And a good combo with that side wall as well. He brought it all the way back.
And he predicted he would stay down as well.
Oh! Oh my god, what's going on?
Oh my god, double slow-mo. This is insane right now. Set point here to Pika.
Here we go, 1 more round. But the jet upper.
Oh
man,
man, that was
easy break off the combo.
That was really unfortunate. What a crazy sequence of events. Oh my days.
The aggression from Artieface.
Going in now. He's going in. He can't afford not to. It's all or nothing. Look at his title. All or nothing. There for a reason. Oh, back 1 counter hit now. He means business. He's not going down 5-1. He's here to fight.
He's turning up the heat here, right? He's turning it up. Here comes the taunt.
Oh, into the mat breaker. Oh, the jump kick. This ain't over yet. Pika now with a chance to steal.
He has rage available as well. Can he take it to the wall? Of course he can. Here we go. Side wall splat.
Pika now. He's looking for the steal back. Oh, is that going to be it, Spike? Is it all over? No way. Oh, Rashomon. No. Oh,
can he finish it? I think it's
a hard one.
Pika. There it is!
Wow, the deadly rave finish. He did that finish on purpose. He wanted to make a statement with that, boy. That was a statement kill right there. 5 games to 1. Man, finishing off with the deadly rave, that was ridiculous. What can I say? What can I say?
Yeah, I mean, just incredible, right? Like, incredible from Pika to 5-1, you know, over Artieface. And you know, Artieface never kind of changes his style up. He was just aggressive the whole way. I guess that, you know, that is the way that he plays with Brian. That's his style. But even at the end there, right at the end, the downfall is ultimately what killed him, like the counter hit. And that was kind of the story of the first 5 there, how often he got counter hit there with the downfalls. I would have loved to see a more kind of chilled out approach from Artieface, because you can clearly see he was able to do it by doing sidestep duck, and then all these kind of defensive and 3+4. I would like to see. I would have loved to see how it would have been if he did that.
Yeah, there was a few weird things in that. I would love to just give it all to Pika, but that last game was nonsense. There were a few weird things. It was. Come on, look. Brian had the combo, right? Jet upper, 6-star. Thing just randomly whiffed when it was man in midair. Like, come on. And the end of the other juggle as well. The map breaker didn't hit at the end. Nah. That last round, nah. that last game, nah. Pika did sick though, but come on, man. Artieface definitely got skanked, man. That last one, nah. No, I'm not having it.
But that's how it happens. That's how it is sometimes, man. He did a great job. Artieface did a great job to be in those sort of weird wall angle scenarios and get some crazy combos off. I mean, he's clearly been playing Brian for a long time, even if it's not his main character. I think it's one of his mains anyway. And he has played enough with Brian to know how to deal with these really weird scenarios. But let's talk about Pika, dude. Every time he jumped, he got that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how does he know? He's just got these psychic reads on the jump kicks. He can smell the lows coming out. He knows, like, he's going to do the low now, I'm ready with the jump. And, like, he'll get it, counter hit, and then he'll get the combo and capitalize on that, And just, in general, outside of just the jump kicks, Pika has clearly worked on the matchup. This is not the same Pika that was having difficulty, that couldn't beat Brian, that just couldn't get past this hurdle. He's been putting in work in the lab. And look at this delivery today, 5-1. Dominant victory. After that first game, it wasn't looking good because it was a no-round round, wasn't it? But who would have predicted that after that we'd be seeing a 5-straight streak?
Well, that's the thing, right? It's adaptation, isn't it? It was just great stuff from him because he lost that match, and we mentioned it was such a quick match because of how aggressive Artieface was being. But Pika understood, you know what? I lost this way. He was very aggressive. Now let me be a little bit more patient. Now let me work on getting my counter hits in, my timing, and he kept his composure and managed to do it. So guys, I think we're going to take a short break, and when we return, we will have an interview with both of the players. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back after that short break. We've just seen an amazing set there between Artieface and Pika. What a showdown it was. And Spag, talk to me, man. Wasn't that hype?
But it was crazy. It was a brawl fest. This is what we love to see, man. We love to see the brawl fest, and we have both the players right now here. Guys, great set. It was very entertaining. There were so many crazy little situations there, a lot of comebacks and huge damage and crazy combos. Pika, congratulations, man. Give us your thoughts on the match.
Thank you. Well, it wasn't. I mean, it was close, even if the score doesn't say so. But I got lucky in a few situations, right? But I had like some hard reads, and well, I can get a lot of damage in my hard read. It's either I die or I kill him. So
So Artieface, how did you feel that set went for you? Obviously, you didn't win, but outside of just the win-loss situation, how did you feel? Were you comfortable in the set? Did you feel that you played the way you wanted to play? Talk to me.
Well, I was somewhat comfortable, but it's still online, and I don't really like playing online. I do play a lot of offline, so for me, it's kind of hard to adapt to the online scene if I play a lot of offline, but it was fun, and I do congratulate Pika on the win. But
What do you think you
it
could have
could've
done
been better.
differently? What do you think you could have done different there in that set?
I think be more patient.
Okay.
I lost my patience at the moment. I thought this was my round, and I went all in, but I should have just waited. And,
Yeah, is that the way you normally play Brian? Because I mean, I've seen when I watch you, I normally see your Steve, right? I've seen your Brian a couple of times in tournament, but is that the way that you normally play, like a really aggressive? I noticed you're a very, very aggressive Brian. You like to get into your opponent's face and put them plus frames in and just bully them. Is that kind of your style with Brian?
in general, yes, it is actually. I do play aggressive. I want a lot of my plus frames to get into the head of my opponents, right? And I want to let them mix against the Brian, so I can go and do moves that I want to let hit, right? But usually, yeah. Yes,
Yo, you in the studio? You about to drop some beats? Yo, this guy's making music. This guy's making some beats right now, bro. What's going on?
It's not my studio, man. It's King Galaxy. Shout out to King Galaxy for this.
Pika, I just want to ask you, did you prepare for the Brian? Because you mentioned actually on the interview, the pre-match interview, that actually you lost to Artieface's Brian in tournament a couple of times. So did you prepare specifically for the Brian?
Okay, so you see the guys over here. So he's my offline training partner, and it happens that he also plays Steve and Brian both.
Okay.
So, I've been preparing for that for a bit, right? And I was like, okay, I need advice. I need some text on how to fight Brian, because he usually plays Steve, so I'm not really used to Brian anymore. And I was like, well, I need someone to train, and we've been training for like 2 days.
All right, so last question before we have to move on here. But yeah, Pika, 5-1 victory, very dominant performance. Of course, online, slightly different meta, but congratulations once more, no doubt. And I just wanted to ask, how did you prepare for this set? Because in your interview, you said yourself that it had been difficult to play against his Brian. You always lost many times. So how did you overcome this hurdle? I mean, I think this is great for people in the stream chat as well.
Okay, so the first thing I did is watching the match I lost again. And how did I lose? Because there's a way that I lose. Because the last time Artieface just kicked me doing axel kick over and over, and I wasn't ducking, and it was my fault. I had no knees at the end of the set. He actually came back from a 2-0, and I was like, oh, okay, I lost because of that. And then when he was like, oh, he had like 3 axel kicks, now he's going to do back 4 and he's going to kill me, and I was trying to play around that. So what I did was having that, and then I watched the matches. I got some Brian experience. I was like, okay, I'm going to try to get in his mind before he gets in my mind. I think it worked out.
Nice. Definitely did. Guys, thank you so much for a great and entertaining set, and for joining us for this interview.
Thank you.
Great guys. Great stuff to you guys, man. Much appreciated.
Right. Yeah, cool stuff, man. I mean, so guys, make sure you watch your VODs. If you lose and you want to work out how to beat the opponent, watch those VODs, man. Get on YouTube, get on Twitch, see what happened, and find solutions.
And that's the reason why Pika is, he's a young player and he's getting out there and he's doing his thing. He's constantly improving. He's getting these crazy tournament results as well. I literally cannot wait for this guy to start traveling to more offline tournaments. I mean, this guy's very young, and once he starts traveling, he's going to do a lot of damage in tournaments, Ryan.
Yeah, but does he have a fire mixtape though? Artieface has got them beats, bro. You know what I'm saying? Pika might be doing all that with Geese, but where's the mixtape? What's going on in the booth?
All right, ladies and lads, we're going to take a short break, and when we return, we're going to be getting into our second game of today. Don't go anywhere.
Hello everybody and welcome back. This is the Tekken Online Challenge EU West exhibitions. We've already had one heated battle here today that ended in a 5-1 result, and one epic showcase that was between Art of Ace and none other than Belgium's Pika. I'm joined here by the Spagalicious one himself. How are you today, sir?
All good, man. Ready to watch some more Tekken, man. We have our second game coming up, which is going to be Immortal Soul versus Fergus. But remember, guys, September 19th, next week, you have the Tekken Online Challenge Korea. Registration is live on TekkenWorldTour.com, and you definitely do not want to miss that, because Korea not only has some of the best players in the world, they have some unknown killers that even the Koreans don't know about as well. So you definitely don't want to miss that one.
Just 6 days out from that as well. And then, of course, the following week after that, we head over to the US of A, US East, the Tekken Online Challenge. And if you want to get more information about that and get involved yourself, it is TekkenWorldTour.com to go over and register and find out more info about this amazing spectacle. So yeah, definitely stay locked and loaded on all the social channels for those events as well. But yes, here we are. Exhibition day today. We had the online challenge yesterday, which was super awesome. Saw Eddie taking first place. But then today, we've got lots of exhibitions between some of the continent's very, very best talent. And I'm really excited to bring you all the action with my friends.
Yeah, absolutely. A big shout outs to Astro, the official headset, and Mixamp for the Tekken Online Challenge, supporting the FGC so much with their innovative designs. Thank you so much, guys. Much appreciated, man. They've done so much, especially last year. I remember that huge 100 grand that they gave to the Tekken World Tour, man. These guys are amazing.
Make sure you catch the Bud Light Beer League Tekken 7 tournament that they do every single Tuesdays. Head on over to twitch.tv/Bud Light to catch all the action there. Shout out to Bud Light for all their contributions into the world of fighting games. It's great to have them on board.
Yeah, so Brian, we have Immortal Soul versus Fergus coming up, and again we have this dynamic of sort of a newer player versus a more experienced person, right? A two-time finalist of the Tekken World Tour in Fergus 2017 and 18, and just an all-round tournament veteran here in Europe. You know, he's gone to so many tournaments, he's grinded the game for so many years, and he's going up against Immortal Soul, who's from the UK, a Raven player. So I mean, like we mentioned before, there's not many Raven players out there, right? But this one, when I saw Immortal Soul play, I was surprised at how strong he was, and finding out that he's like a newer player as well, it's mind-blowing, man, how these people are so good.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I like the idea of having young versus old, or let's say experienced versus newcomer. I think that's a really good dynamic, because it gives it an opportunity to show, you know, what the differences in levels can be, right? Obviously, you're going to have a lot more experience going in from the Fergus side, where he's played players from all over the world. You know, he's been up close and personal with people from Japan, South Korea, you know, Taiwan, I mean, Malaysia. Like, there's players from everywhere that enter this Tekken World Tour each and every year. So I feel like someone like Fergus, who's been to the very finals, you know, the paragon of a league like that, of an event of that structure, right? And Immortal Soul, of course, he's got everything to prove. You know, he wants to show that he's also just as good as anyone that Fergus has played. He can strut his stuff and get the win here. We have an awesome hype video about these two players. Let's check it out right now.
Immortal Soul, hands down the best player in competition.
Immortal Soul 2 rounds straight right now. Oh, what a finish. Have you got Immortal Soul?
Update, I won the tournament, first place.
Fergus, all the way from Ireland, one of the strongest European players.
Tekken 7 tournament veteran, you know?
Yeah.
He's definitely on the more aggressive side.
Have you got Fergus looking confident now? I like this.
His adrenaline must be pumping right now.
Make some noise if you want my boy Fergus to win.
Immortal Soul versus Fergus. Absolutely amazing stuff. You see both players already doing damage in the scene. I mean, Fergus, look, he's been everywhere, all the way to America, doing damage, and even on the big stream in front of millions watching worldwide. I mean, this guy knows what's up. And Immortal Soul, I mean, I love that tag there, the gatekeeper. I mean, this guy has his purpose. He's looking to upset some heads, boy, you know? And this is really, really cool stuff. I'm super excited about this one.
He must be so motivated for this, because, of course, he has been doing really well. His results are good. He's confident in himself. But not only that, because he has a huge opportunity to prove himself against a two-time finalist here for the Tekken World Tour against Fergus. If he is able to win this and win it convincingly, that is a huge statement to the whole of the community, not only in Europe but around the world. You know, that I'm here, man. I'm a Raven player, and you need to respect me. Put respect on my name as a newer player. Every player has that moment where they prove themselves. You know, whether it be that matching tournament, or you know, that that exhibition that they play. And this is a great opportunity, the Tekken 7 online challenge here, for him to play against someone who's really experienced and well accomplished as Fergus. And, you know, talk about Fergus, man. I mean, the guy, not only is he a tournament veteran and really successful one at that, you know, the guy played the whole of Tag 2 pretty much with no community. I mean, there was only a few people, a couple of people in Ireland that actually played, right? And he was an instrumental part of the Irish scene actually growing the way it has now. You've got so many great Irish players, right? And he's just, you know, he was an instrumental part of that happening as well. So not only is he a top player, but also a very important, vital community member as well.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that that's a testament to his level of dedication, you know, how much passion he actually has for his scene, for the game, for the entire community, right? That he's actually been able to do that and elevate not only himself, but those players around him. We have some thoughts from these two players ahead of the set. Let's check it out. Immortal Soul and Fergus. Let's get to it.
I'd say I'm quite confident. You know, Fergus is he's regarded one of the best players in Europe.
I want to say I'm confident, but
I mean, I definitely have to, you know, bring it to him, but I'm pretty confident.
Something I want to say about this player is that he recommended me to put dates in the smoothie, and what's wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you?
In the exhibition, I'll be using Master Raven.
I am probably going to play Oscar in this exhibition because that's my most legacy character, right? But I may have a Julia after Throw Edge, and I know Immortal Soul hates Julia with a passion.
Me and Fergus have never played online or offline.
We actually have never played.
I think Fergus is a great player, to be honest.
Am I better than him? I mean,
I really think it's hard to say because we have such different playstyles.
One of us has the tournament results, the other doesn't.
I'd say right now Fergus, just purely based on tournament placings.
I mean, I have the backing. I don't think he has the backing, but I'm sure he's a very strong player because I've seen him on streams and he does well.
He likes to use generic down fours a lot. He likes to do can-cans when he's under pressure.
I noticed that he likes to do raise drive as soon as he has it.
It depends on the matchup, but he does like to use parry.
So, like, as soon as the bar is flashing red, the raise drive is coming out.
You know, just Asuka's panic moves like back 3, 1+2.
So I'm going to be ready to try and float this, and I'm going to be ready to try and make a whiff.
So the length of the set is 1st to 5 instead of 1st to 2 / 1st to 3, and I think this will change the dynamic because
obviously the longer set goes on, the more likely the stronger player will come out. And I think a lot of people say, oh yeah, I play better in long sets, but let's be honest, that's not the truth for quite a few people. Some people actually get worse in long sets. I'm going to feel myself and say I'm actually better in long sets.
The final score is probably going to be like 5-4 to me.
If I play well on the day and the online gods are in my favor, then I think I will come out at like 5-2 or 5-3.
I think in terms of the West Midlands and London, I think we definitely take that. We definitely take it because we have a lot of hidden talent that they haven't had enough exposure to shine and, you know, show their real talent. So I really think we do take that one comfortably. It's not even a close battle, I think.
Are we better? I mean, let's look at the facts. Ireland has qualified in the Tekken World Tour Finals more than UK has. I qualified in 2017 and 2018, and there's only UK one time in 2017. So, I mean, I don't have to say anything. It's right there in the paper. It's right there in the facts.
Oh man,
this guy,
that one hurts, man.
Listen,
that one
this
hurts.
guy didn't even fire shots to him. Yeah, he fired shots to the whole of the UK. Man, he was waiting to say that. You know, but he was like, yeah, listen, yeah, UK, yeah, once, Ireland twice. Cool, I see you, Fergus. I see you, bro. Man, that's interesting. It looks like both these guys have actually done research on each other, right? You know, he goes, oh, he likes to use a lot of jet down fours, and he loves to cans when he's under pressure. Yep. And then he's like, oh yeah, as soon as that bar's flashing red, he's gonna do that rage drive. You know, so it's cool to see that.
Man, I mean, yeah, that definitely hits a soft spot. I think that, you know, he has a good point, though. But yeah, Immortal Soul also has a great point, and you can't hate on a man with a Dragon Ball Z poster. I mean, shout out to Dragon Ball Fighters. But yeah, you know, this is the
poll, man.
This is the poll right here. So this is the votes of who people think is going to take the W here, and you can see Fergus has a 53% lead. A very slight lead. It's not you know, it's not a massive lead. There's not an abyssive difference, but 53% of you guys said that Fergus is going to win this set. 1st to 5. What do you think about that?
That's interesting because you would have thought that for someone that's as accomplished as Fergus versus someone that's not as well known as Immortal Soul, that it would have been a bit, you know, higher for Fergus. So a lot of people have faith here in Immortal Soul, and actually watching him play, you'll see why. I mean, you'll see why this guy is actually very, very strong, and he got very strong very quickly, which goes to show that the guy's got a good head. He's very intelligent, and he's able to battle adversity in long sets and short sets. But Fergus has the confidence that I'm more experienced in a longer set. That's where it's going to count. The experience comes out in the longer sets, Ryan.
Yeah, no, 100%. I do believe that, this is going to come down to aggression, I think. I don't think this is going to be a slow-paced wait for the other guys to do stuff. I feel like the aggressor is going to take this one, and in the first to 5, those first couple of games are going to help build the momentum for that to happen, and that's basically the way I see the cookie crumbling here today.
So it's going to be Raven versus Asuka, and actually speaking to Fergus a little bit before, he was saying that, look, I've been using Julia a lot recently, right? Julia's a very strong character, of course, but I have played against Raven a lot. Mr. Adamo from Sweden, he's a very strong Raven player. What about Tishimon as well? We can't forget about Tishimon, one of the best Ravens, if not the best Raven in the world. He has had experience versus these guys in tournament and outside of tournament using Asuka, so I think he's going to go for the Asuka here.
Yeah, it makes sense. He did mention Julia there briefly. He mentioned, the difficulty that he'd seen Immortal Soul come under when it came to, playing against Julia as a character. So there is a second option for him. Of course, the longer set, inviting a second character into the fray, it does offer more opportunity there. So we're going to see what happens. But yeah, starting out, it's indeed going to be Asuka. We're going to get this one underway right now. Game 1, round 1, imminent here. Fergus versus Immortal Soul. Bag, what's your prediction?
My prediction is I do think that Fergus will come out on top here. I don't know how much he's been playing Asuka recently, but I'm just really excited to see this, man, because of course you have to go with Fergus and Immortal Soul being the underdog, but he's a newer player, and I love the dynamic of the newer player versus the more experienced player. And instantly, as you see Fergus dashing up into a down forward to whiff punish.
Bam, not wasting any time whatsoever, getting involved here. And yep, we're going for the 4-4-4.
Ooh. Gotta watch out for that, man. Raven has a very complete, comprehensive moveset, man. Has really good moves in close, good mix up from full crouch, and great defensive moves as well.
That's to cancel and go for the wall standing 1. Me again. 1-1. Oh, side step 2! And down we go.
This could be dead, Ryan, with the rage drive.
I think it is. Down 3. Yeah. Oh, okay, another one. Yep, that will do it.
That rage drive hurts so much, man.
Fair damage.
Yep. Good. One thing you also got to watch out for.
Low parry, Immortal Soul now getting involved.
Yeah, one thing you really need to watch out for Raven is that her down forward 1 and her down back 2, her 2 mid pokes track to different directions. So Immortal Soul is going to be very used to knowing which way you're sidestepping and utilizing his pokes that way.
I do like the flow here from Immortal Soul. A very good way of inserting his game plan onto Fergus here in round 2.
A good duck,
but no punish. Before it's blocked, way too slow, and yet the down 4 takes the round.
Great stuff from Immortal Soul. Answering back here, 1 round on the board. Just love to see that round, man. It was so solid that the defense held up. Fergus tried to make the comeback, wasn't quite able to do. No punish on the back turn power crush.
And Immortal Soul just throwing moves out now. He's throwing out feelers, trying to get an idea of what Fergus wants to do while not leaving himself open. And he's got a great start here in this round. Already taken over half life.
A big whiff on the down back 4 as well. And Fergus not ready with the forward 2. Immortal Soul running away with it right now. Holy moly, look at that.
That is ridiculous stuff. Immortal Soul looking very solid so far.
And it all starts with that caught second forward 4 from Raven, man. It's like he's running into it. Fergus knows he needs to be a little bit more patient. There we go.
Shout out to Team Rise, always repping the winners here.
And the punish on the down 2.
Look at this.
Oh, yes.
Nicely done. Look at this. Oh my goodness me.
Nice. Good option. 1+2. Gonna get the wall. Into the full combo. Flip over. Plus frames.
Fergus now. Oh, he makes him. Yeah, that was brilliant. Made him whiff the rage drive. And then
exactly what he said in an interview, right, Ryan? He said that as soon as he has rage, he will throw out that rage drive.
He actually did as well. Nice punish there in the back. Oh, no 4-2 pickup though.
Yeah, not in range. More punish on 1-1.
Oh, no break. Roads have not been broken so far. No, whiffs again. It's not going to matter because the down forward 4 seals the deal, and game 1 goes to Fergus.
That was methodical from Fergus, and that's the best way to describe his playstyle. It's very, very methodical. You saw that he noticed that he got hit by the quarter circle forward 4, the little cartwheel from Raven a couple of times, and that led to him losing those rounds. This time he dash blocked. He blocked the quarter circle forward 4 and got the perfect punish back turn. that there, Ryan, that one punish was so vital.
Yes.
And I think was the reason why Fergus won that match.
It really was. I mean, he was able to put Immortal Soul into uncomfortable terrain where he didn't really know what to do. He was unsure, and it just allowed Fergus to go in and do whatever he wanted. And then you saw at the end, it was down for 2-3s, getting him low, and then following up there, you know. But I think ultimately, it was those things that put a little bit of shred of doubt into Immortal Soul's mind that gave Fergus the wins.
And you know, Fergus, talking about the playstyle, you know, what he has done to improve and stuff and to help him in tournament is that he would have like a Word document to show that in this situation, when I do this, I have these options. And this option will beat that option will beat this. Like, he's very methodical with the kind of stuff he could do. As you saw there, when Raven was in back turn, he did 1+2 with Asuka a couple of times. And I think that option beats a lot of the stuff that Raven could do after that, right? So, yeah, just super good. He blocked the rage, he blocked the power crush. The mind game is really strong there from Fergus, but Immortal Soul, he looked good. He took it to the final round.
Yeah, that's the thing. He did look confident. He did look comfortable. It looked like an even match. It looked like anyone could have got that last round, you know? I mean, the rounds that were won were super dominant on both sides. Not many throw breaks so far. I feel like that could be tightened up because you can save a lot of damage with throw breaks. You can also reset positioning as well. So that's something that will probably tighten up as the set evolves. But yeah, outside of that, I feel like, you know, yeah, it was really interesting.
Yeah, definitely. And remember, guys, every stage is going to be random select here. That is the rule. And we have gone to an infinite stage, and Fergus off to a quick start again, Ryan.
Infinite Azura. Here we go. Runs in. Oh, more soul there. Oh, down to counter here. I don't know what he pressed.
Yeah.
Fergus doesn't know. Fergus doesn't care.
He doesn't care. He got the damage, but
yeah, I'm taking the damage. Oh, yep. The rage drive.
Yep. QCF2 into the rage drive. Good combo. Flips him over as well for some good okies dokie. There we go.
Look at the life gone there. And he's looking to steal this round back.
No way.
Oh my goodness. The wake up down 4. He needed that. Fergus mashing that down 4.
That's going to make Fergus worry a little bit, though. And he will also have some confidence that you almost made that comeback.
Again, that same
get the combo.
No. He looked like he wasn't ready for the counter hit.
Yeah.
That can happen, you know. You're thinking of so many things. And no break again on the 1+2 throw.
Yeah, just like you said, Ryan, those throws are going to add up. Nice dash block into the punish.
Oh, side set 1+2. Caught him ducking. Next guess is going to take it. Oh. Well, back 2-4.
It's such a great way to finish. And Fergus always goes for that back 2 string because there are different options, right?
Yeah, of course. Yep. Looking for the counter. He's been so successful with it. He's trying to rinse it now.
Yeah. It's really a bully move as well because it puts you into full clutch on block as well. It's like you don't want to press the button because Asuka can bait you and punish you for that as well.
I mean,
you see that, right?
Those moves are really strong because basically they take away your access to certain moves. You can only do while standing stuff from there. So unless you do cancels, which is also more difficult.
Yeah.
So yeah, really smart.
As you say that, Immortal Soul gets an opportunity for a combo. Good stuff. He has the life lead now. What is he trying to do? Back turn power crush. Gets punished.
Looking for the power crush. Yep. Fergus not biting. Oh, counter hit back 4, and that's going to be it. And just like that, Fergus with a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, so again, back 4 on hit into back 4. I think Immortal Soul pressed the button. And maybe he didn't mean to. It was an accident. But hey, he pressed the button and Fergus caught that counter hit. Like I said, very methodical play. The Asuka is a dangerous character because she has so many counter hits. She's a defensive character in that way, right? Because she has so many ways to counter hit you. She's got good plus frames. Even that down 2, I love the way he's using it because down 2, like it said, it creates good space between you and the opponent, puts them in full crouch. If Immortal Soul was to press a button there, Fergus would be locked and loaded with a whiff punish. And on hit, it is like +9 or something. It's really plus on hit too. So just all-round good move. Fergus is a specialist with this character, man. He knows what he's doing right.
53.7 of you said that Fergus was going to win this set. And so far, your vote is holding out. 2-0 up now against Immortal Soul. Immortal Soul has had big opportunities in both games. He has had situations where he looked really good. But somehow Fergus always has the answers at the end. You know, you saw him scrape that first one with the wake up down 4, clutching out with the down 2 counter hits, you know, really good reads. And I feel like those scrambles and those clutch situations is where Fergus is starting to shine here.
Yeah, and you know, you can see that Fergus is ready for the Raven matchup because he's ready. If you are a competitor in Europe, you have to have known the Raven matchup. Why? Because you have the Phantom, you have Shimon, you have Adamo. You got these people that you know that you at some point in the tournament you're going to go up against. And Fergus has played against Tishimon in grand finals in some of these tournaments as well. So I mean, this matchup is definitely something that Fergus will be used to. And on the other hand, you know, Immortal Soul is gonna he clearly has done his homework on Fergus as well. Let's see if he can bring it back here. We have a party stage now. We've got the 3 wall breaks here on the Howard estate.
Oh yes, might see some TODs. I hope so. All right, so Our 4-3 to open the game. A second. Top 3 blocked.
Yeah.
Oh wow, catches him jumping in. He was running in for the slash kick, it looks like.
Okay, lets him up.
Tackle, no follow-up. 3-4 on.
Yeah, he likes to let him up after the tackles.
Yeah, because obviously you can't stay down either, right? So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh!
And another throw. I don't know, have we had any throw breaks so far this day? Oh,
yeah.
Slash kick! Catches are trying to get up.
Fergus has not been breaking these throws, and Immortal Soul is definitely gonna remember that.
Yeah. I think that. Alright, so maybe a bit of nerves kicking in here.
Alright, patient start ahead for Fergus. He's waiting. He's got the life lead now.
Oh,
4-3.
4-3.
Oh, nice punish.
Wow.
Drops the combo though.
Didn't get all the combo. Okay. You can see Immortal Soul trying to play a slightly slower game, not wanting to relieve the advantageous position too easily, but nonetheless, Fergus ties it up and we're at 1-1.
Yeah, once again, Immortal Soul swinging when he probably shouldn't have. Fergus getting the trade working out in his favor. We've got the strings coming out, now the downfall. Waited for some sort of whiff from Immortal Soul, trying to set something up. Immortal Soul not biting.
Oh, gets a launch now though. We all know that Master Raven is renowned for her amazing wall carry.
And
speaking of carry, look where we are.
Hey,
oh my days.
Right,
wow.
as soon as you said it. As soon as you
said it. Literally. Wait, Asko got carried like a math problem. Carry that 4, boy. Alright, here we go.
Okay. Very, very vital one pursuit. Right. He managed to get himself away from that breakable wall and get a wall combo himself. Maybe a good Oki's Nemi as well.
Nicely done there. 4-3. Oh, looks for 1+2. Immortal Soul blocks it though. 4-2 pickup. For the close. Oh, and there's the race drive, just as Fergus predicted.
Yeah. But it's extremely hard to finish.
Yeah.
Turn
around down. Down 4. Fergus looking to go up here. 3-0. No break again. These throws are starting to hurt, man.
Yeah. Oh. Nice! That's the move I want to see more.
Yeah, that was really good. And the nip up, getting both players.
Gonna be a close one here. Who is it gonna go to? Immortal.
Oh, I've done it one! Got clipped on the tech roll.
That's dead. Is that dead?
No!
Oh, yes! Finally, Immortal Soul on the board. He definitely needed that one. Don't want to go down 3-0 in this first of 5.
No.
Good stuff there. What do you think about that one, Ryan?
Yeah, no, I was thinking as well. 3-0 would have been a hard pill to swallow. I think now 2-1, he's in with a fighting chance. I think we've got a real match now.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. That was great stuff. I would love to see him use more while standing 2. You know, he actually got the counter hit. They dropped the combo, but that move is super fun. We've seen, you know, the Raven players use that move and get so much success with it. The reason being because it's a safe counter hit launcher. I think it's 13 frames, and it has great tracking. You go from the sort of the snake dash, and it's one of the things that defines Fisherman plays as well with his Raven, and one of the things that got him a lot of success. Right, we haven't really been seeing it from Immortal Soul that much. So yeah, it's good to see that he's on the board now. He'll have some confidence going into this next match, and yeah, he'll be able to figure out what he did right and carry it over into the next game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is a situation where now some of the mistakes that happened in those earlier 2 games, he's going to have space to work on. If you're just fighting on the back foot, scraping to get rounds together, it's hard to actually kind of have that in your mind what happened, you know, because you're putting all your capacity into what's happening now. You don't really have much time for reflection. But 2-1 is a bit more space, mental space to breathe, a little bit of wiggle room. And I feel like in the first of 5 scenario, you still kind of get it together and work out what you need, get to 5 before the other guy.
Yeah. You know, Fergus, man, firing shots to the UK. Hey, you guys only qualify for the World Tour once.
And Immortal Soul's here like, well, you're lucky I wasn't in that tournament. You know what I'm saying? I would have murked you, bro. Okay.
Nice. Immortal Soul is mixing up now.
Starting to get more accustomed to Fergus' style, and again, a successful throw.
Yeah, no throw break. And he overextends, runs into that get up 3. Fergus has an opportunity now. He's not going to use his rage right now. He's going to keep going. A mix up later on, maybe. Cans.
Oh!
Nice.
I'm back 2.
Yep, solid stuff from Immortal as well. Remember, using down back to the elbow means that Fergus won't be able to reverse it.
Can't parry it, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they do not work on knees and elbows.
Looking for that counter hit to get the follow-up.
Yep. Good patience.
Okay.
Punished it.
Guaranteed.
Oh man, Fergus.
They are jostling for positioning here, for power. Trying to get the upper hand.
Oh man, yes.
This is Tekken footsies.
Punish.
Nice punish.
Rage available. Fergus waiting for the rage drive.
Oh wow. Okay.
That new string down back 1, 2.
Second one is high though. You can duck it and punish.
Yeah, it was a confirm. They say confirm.
Yeah, no, that was guaranteed. Yeah, that was sick.
Nice. Good stuff. While signing 2 into the low parry.
Yep.
Should get the ball.
Oh what?
You got a bit greedy.
Rare miss there.
Got a little bit greedy.
I have all the category scream eggs. Oh man. Oh, he blocks it. Oh, and that was a weak punish. He's let him get away with that.
Yeah, and
Immortal Soul now. The steal potentially. Oh, the sweep. One more here, and he gets it. Immortal Soul goes up 2 rounds to 1.
Yeah, I think Fergus wasn't quite ready for that blocked sweep, so he didn't get the punish.
Yeah, no. Out of position, he just wasn't ready to block such a heavy move. And he could have potentially taken that round there.
Bro, the last do counter hit. Here we go. That's going to go to the wall. He's running away with the momentum, especially when you win a round, you know you should have won. It is going to give you so much. A record! Out the sword. One more hit. Good.
The range was insane on that.
And there we go, down 2-1. Even if the second hit is a high, the fact is Immortal Soul has been mixing it up constantly, doing down back 2 into the back turn, and then, you know, using the power crush, and sometimes just turning back around. It's crazy. Oh my god, we got Ryan with the Proc Champ! The frozen Proc Champ, frozen in time, Ryan Hart! That is frozen! Oh my gosh. Ryan, can you hear me? Ryan, no!
That was insane.
Oh, he's back.
That was ridiculous. That was absolutely ridiculous.
Right.
That unblockable had some next level range. He was like an abyss of distance away from him. Still hit, counter hit. Like, what? That was mad. So, yeah. Oh, my goodness.
I thought
Immortal. My brain was processing that. I had an unblockable brain freeze because of that counter hit. I feel like Immortal Soul definitely has worked out enough now to formulate a solid strategy to go the distance now. 2 games apiece here. What an epic comeback so far. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to scare you.
I lost him, man. No, yeah, I mean, it's crazy. You know, it's coming down to these little scenarios now, and I'm loving the confidence I'm seeing from Immortal. He's using down back 2 with such confidence now because it is an elbow. You know, you can't get reversed, and you'll float the back 3, you'll float the can, you'll float the up forward 3. It's such a solid move that he's utilizing in such a beautiful way.
Yeah.
He's utilizing it in the way that he's mixing it up what he does afterwards. Sometimes he'll do the full string. Sometimes he'll just turn back around and go back into neutral. Sometimes he'll do the back turn power crush. And Fergus is definitely not dealing with this correctly. I think you need to sidestep left versus the down back 2. It might be right, I don't know, but it's one of the ways. I know down forward 1 and down back 2 have different ways that they track, and something that Immortal Soul knows as well.
Yeah.
So Fergus needs to bring it back now, otherwise Immortal could run away with this round.
Yeah, this is looking tricky. I mean, obviously Immortal Soul is starting to find those really big counter hits, and as soon as I say that, look at this delivery on time, boy.
Yeah, there we go.
That perfect delivery while standing 2 counter hit. And oh my goodness me, Fergus in trouble straight away. I didn't even get to explain the thing. He just kind of showed Exhibit A on screen. I didn't even need to talk about it.
Yeah, that was great from Fergus though, to dash up knowing that he was going to turn around and go very.
Oh wow, what a low parry on the can.
Man,
no, you can't. No, you can't. Oh man, down for the max range, the toenails clipping there at the end.
He goes for the little snake dash as well to give it more range.
A little bit more range, yeah, smart stuff there. Immortal Soul now taking the lead in the set for the first time.
Yeah, but Fergus dashes up into 1+2, catches Immortal Soul ducking. There you go. This is dangerous now.
Really dangerous, up against the wall. But again, Immortal Soul really good at finding counter hits, especially big ones. And I haven't seen a thrower break this entire set.
Yeah, I haven't seen one. You know,
not yet.
When Fergus has the life lead, Immortal Soul.
Oh, can. Oh, he blocked it. He blocked the can. That would have been the round, probably. Okay, yeah.
Like 2-1 again.
Doesn't touch the 1.
Rage drive, plus range.
4-3, and the down back 4 takes the round. 1-1.
2 matches apiece, 1 round apiece. It's a very, very tight set right now.
Yep, all tied up.
Fergus waiting, he's dashing, he's just blocking. There we go. He tried to sidestep right and got hit by the down forward one. Oh, it's a slow game. Both guys using their defensive moves, trying to get the other person to run into them. Oh, fantastic. The Tushimon.
I know, the classics, right? The classics. And that is going to be it. Yep.
Yes.
There was more damage left. There was more to come. Combo wasn't even over.
Okay, trying to get that counter hit with the back 4. And also not
step 2. Runs in for the shoulder charge. Yep. I was out of there. It'll take that damage.
Yep.
From Yoshimitsu tactics.
Oh, good down forward too. The confidence from Fergus.
Oh no, missed it out though. Immortal Soul now still alive with a chance to steal and another successful throw.
What is going on? Fergus
he's like 5 for 5 on those. Uh-oh. Immortal Soul now.
Oh, look at it!
Oh, race block. Oh, race drive. Oh, and the down one, he sneaks it in. You see Fergus was going for the throw there, but it was denied, and Immortal Soul goes up 3 games to 2.
Ryan, we have to talk about it. Throw rate, not on point. Not on point. Every time he has a life lead, hit by that throw, and it brings it back, because the throw is also give good Okizemi. So it's like he's throwing away a lot of momentum, a lot of life. And Immortal Soul just has the read right now, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure with the throws. I can't call it. I don't know what's going on. If they're just haven't practiced throw breaks for a while, or I really don't know. Or maybe sometimes you're thinking of 2 or 3 other things, and then the throw comes and just gets you out of nowhere. But there's been enough now that I would have thought maybe they would sort of have got a bit more of a feeling for the timing. But it's one of those things where your mind just may be elsewhere. It can happen to anybody,
It could absolutely, man. But at this point now, Fergus needs to think about. I think the character choice is completely fine. He doesn't need to go to the Julia. Definitely doesn't need to go to the Julia. But think about these throw breaks, man. Keep it in mind. I know he can throw breaks. I mean, there's not a question about that. But it's you need to make sure that you're getting those throw breaks in, because otherwise, it's quickly going to run away from you, man. It's quickly going to run away from you. Here we go, going into our next match. 3-2 now for Immortal Soul. Has the lead. He lost the first 2 matches, and he's got a 3-match comeback.
Can't believe this, man. Was it a 2-0 start? Was it 2? Was it? Yeah, it was 2-0, wasn't it? To Fergus.
It was a 2-0 start. And
wow.
It was a very strong start for Fergus, actually.
Wow. Yeah. No, you're right. Because I remember at 2-0 we were saying that those 53% of the votes were accurate, right, to that point. But Immortal Soul, man, with something to say about it, boy. 3-2 now.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. 4-1 to open the round.
Yeah.
Starting strong every round now. Counter hits galore.
You do that when you have a read on your opponent and you have confidence, man. He just starts off with that counter hit 4. Fergus goes off back while sending sidestep 2 into a little short combo.
Yeah. Alright, so Fergus trying to get involved now. Trying to find the opening here. Under all sorts of pressure, and again, you've seen this before. I know this movie. Oh man, round 1, Immortal Soul.
It's a repeat, man. Here we go.
Yeah. I think the record's stuck. Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, now Fergus he's trying to overextend a little bit, maybe getting a bit frustrated, knowing that he's not breaking any of these throws. And look at that!
Wow, as soon as you say it as well.
Yeah.
Man, and a perfect Immortal Soul definitely got to be feeling himself at this point. 3 games up and 2 rounds on top. How's that for a cherry?
Yep. And the confidence from Immortal Soul to go for that down
back.
He's not going to get parried, man. He's just missing elbow.
He's not even blocking anymore. He's just attacking or parrying.
Yeah.
He's giving up blocking. Everything's working.
Oh, punish that. Nice.
Okay, yeah, good. Punish there from Fergus. Not out just yet. 4-4-3. Goes for the tracking move, but it's blocked.
Immortal Soul playing so clever because he's just getting the life lead and chilling.
Yeah, that is smart stuff. Why overextend, right?
What a conversion, though. Gets the jab into the combo.
Great range on that. Oh, and he closes it out. Fergus finally on the board in this game. But
remember, man, you got to start breaking those throws. When those throws do come out, you need to start breaking them, man, because Immortal Soul's going to keep on doing it. If it's working, it's working.
Nah, he's not going to do any more throws. There's no way he'd throw just when we're talking about it. All right, so here we go now. Fergus. Ooh. Harry's out. Yep. 4-3.
Back into the wall.
Stepping.
Position.
He doesn't bite though. Gets the launch. Yes, very patient there for Immortal Soul.
Yep. Knew that it was gonna come, and he blocked and punished correctly. Now.
Oh, we have it! I clipped that! He broke the throat!
All right. So Immortal Soul now looking to get the game, but Fergus. Oh.
Get a walk. Oh! The trade. The frames.
Oh.
Oh, that was so good. That was so good, man.
That was really good. 4 games to 2. 4 games to 2. Oh my goodness me. Immortal Soul.
4 games in a row.
Wow. Wow. This is domination, man. I don't know what to say. I feel like there was a certain point of that third game. You know when Immortal Soul got that third game and made it 2-1, right? It was still losing at that point. I feel like that was when the momentum really shifted, because a lot of the scramble scenarios didn't go in Fergus's favor, and it looks like that took some confidence away from Fergus to go for those things in those scenarios, and it also built a lot more confidence for Immortal Soul, and that's what's been happening. And now it's been getting us a little bit worse each game, where now Immortal Soul's starting to start on the upper hand, get those big counter hits in the early goings, and he's just been riding that momentum all the way.
He's playing the matchup really good as well, because Asuka doesn't have a 10 frame punish. Her 10 frame punish is until 12 frame is just a jab pretty much, right? And he did the 4-2 string, which I believe is -11 or -10. Fergus, all he was able to do is get a jab. He then did a magic 4 on block, backdash, baited out Fergus's whiff, and punished him with the up forward 4-4 to finish that match. I mean, he is playing this really, really well, Immortal Soul, and he's utilizing the strengths that that Raven has against Asuka too. He knows the matchup, he's studied the matchup, knows what he can get away with, and he's utilizing the down back to elbow, mid 13 frame poke, because it can't be reversed by Asuka since it's an elbow, and he's mixing it up constantly, getting into Fergus's head. We're seeing a really high level Raven play here from Immortal Soul.
Yeah, he's definitely gone into a very good comfort zone now in this. I mean, after that first 2 games where he kind of, wasn't really sure what was happening, he's adapted, and he's definitely really adjusted here.
Yeah.
So it's time to cut to an interview, I believe. Let's head over there and check it out right now.
Okay. Oh no, man, we're not gonna do no interviews. We're going into our next match. 4-1 right now for Immortal Soul. Here we go.
So we're not going to have the interview just yet, because there's another game to go. It's 4-2 to Immortal Soul. Fergus on the back foot, but he's still in with a fighting chance, and he has the first round here on Hammerhead stage. So let's check this out right now. Let's see. Can Fergus bring it back? Production team has given up on Fergus already, but we haven't. We're still here. Just do the interview now. We're still here, guys. Fergus, you can do this. All right, so the luck of the Irish is on his side today. Oh, nice one, +2 counter. Oh, well, normal hit. Caught him crouching. Blows up there. Oh, Immortal Soul jumping out. Okay, goes for the slice at 2. Nicely blocked. Back 3. Can?
Actually,
can you kick it?
Yeah. Can you do it? Yes, he can. There we go. 2 rounds up now, Fergus. Trying to make a comeback. Oh! While standing 3. Headed to the wall. I think Fergus got a little bit angry that he tried to go to the interview early on, man.
He's got a point to prove now. He's like, I'm going to show these guys.
What are you trying to do with the interview, man? Alright, nice. Oh, the trade. Fergus looking good.
Oh, and Immortal Soul now with the throw. Trying to get back into this one. Oh, and that's going to be it.
Yeah.
Yes. Fergus with a 3-0. What a statement there on Hammerhead. No round brown.
We still have a set, man. And you know what the difference there? It was a very quick match, but the back 3s, it's good. He's finally using back 3s and to counteract that snake dash mix-up that Raven has.
Man.
Haven't seen a lot of it, but finally using those back 3s. And yeah, I think early on in the interview when we did see pre-match, Immortal Soul actually said that he loves to use that back 3. He uses it when he's under pressure. We actually haven't seen that back 3 until that match.
No, so, yeah. Introducing new tools here. I mean, Fergus putting everybody on notice about what interview. This ain't done yet. 4-3 now. He's looking to steal it here. I mean, I now that we're here, Bag, I kind of want to see a 4-4 scenario. Do you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Immortal Soul did say that it's going to be 5-4 to him. And
he did, didn't he?
Yeah, but either way, and even if he was to lose from here, right? I mean, Immortal Soul's already proven how strong he is.
Yeah,
right?
that's true. He's made his point.
This is someone to watch out for.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. No matter what happens now. I do like the way he said, it's going to be 5-4 to me. There was a little delay there. I like that. That was cool. So yeah, I mean, oh my word. Guys in the chat, what do you think? Is it going to be 5-3? Is it done now? Is this Fergus's last chance to dance? Is it all over? Or are we going to 4-4 and a final game? Let me know what you think in the chat, guys. But yeah, this has been hype, man. Immortal Soul means business.
This guy's almost got 3,000 wins with his Raven in just playing. Yes, he's a grinder. And we're going to an infinite stage. The last time you guys played an infinite stage earlier on, I think Fergus took that one 3 rounds straight, I believe. Let's see if he can do that here and take it to a final match here. For the challenge exhibition.
No walls at all here. Oh, the power crush straight away. So ready. So ready.
Oh, he actually put the throw.
And even the throw breaks are coming into play now. Fergus is serious now, boy.
Yep, but Immortal Soul was ready as well. He ducked that throw and pressed 2. He was ready.
Both players leveling up here on the fly. Skills are coming out as the pressure builds here. Oh, and again he gets him. Oh, he's got a float now with the while standing 4.
Down 4-3.
Oh no! Just to follow up. Oh! Caught him walking around, man.
Not dead! Ah!
Oh. Oh, and the trusty down 4. If you don't know what to do down 4.
Yeah. I would have beat the power crush as well, but since it's so low, so good stuff. Good option from Fergus, man.
Smart move.
Ooh. I love how Fergus kind of dashed up as well to realign himself with the sidewalk and then just walked into, right? So he's
smart.
Yeah, it's very smart. Oh!
Yeah, got him pressing buttons. Fergus is like, why are you pressing buttons? Don't press the button.
Catching him fucking low, run up into down 4-4. Immortal Soul.
Back one. Alright, facing out now. Oh, and the back 3 introduced again. Fergus looking good. Oh, there's a break though.
On it.
Race drive? Yes, there it is. Fergus makes him waste it. Oh my goodness.
Catch him.
Immortal Soul. Super ready for that. Looked like a sub, didn't it?
Yeah, it was definitely a whiff setup, you know.
The punish.
Hey, Fergus tries to sidestep right against the down back 2. Gets clipped. Here we go. Guaranteed 4-2. Punish that.
Oh yes, ready. Oh, 4-1 counter hit.
Like an Immortal Soul challenging, not letting Fergus get comfortable. Oh! Because of Rage!
Oh! Anime games here. Rage Drive Bonanza.
Here we go now. Set point for Immortal Soul. Can Fergus bring it back? It all comes down to this. And once again, the throw not broken. Immortal Soul with the momentum. Bait out the 174, the parry. Oh my god.
He's reading everything perfectly. Is it going to end with a perfect? What's going on here? Fergus in big trouble right now.
No, he will do it.
Oh. Immortal Soul one hit away from taking this.
Fergus needs a counter hit. He needs a counter hit. Back 3.
He needs something big. He does have rage. He's going to get to use it though. And there's a float. No! Holding on for the can. Oh!
Immortal Soul taking it over Fergus 5-3. Going against the poll earlier as well. 47% of them guys believe him, and you guys have come out on top. 5-3, Ryan, against Fergus.
I have to turn the light on for this one. That was epic, man. That was just too ridiculous. 5 games to 3. Immortal Soul started off losing. Started off 2-0. I mean, his game only started when he was 2-0 down, right? So from that point, he kind of only lost 1 game and got 5 games in a row. So it's just super impressive from him. Obviously, there was, you know, a lot of jostling for power in the middle of the set. And I feel like there were some situations that was slightly unfortunate for Fergus. But Immortal Soul definitely proved that he's, well, at least today, immortal.
Oh yeah, definitely. Fergus wasn't able to prove that he was immortal there, but he didn't break those throws, right? We have to speak about it. Those added up, man. Those
yes. I mean, that there is just, you know what? Instead of me trying to tell you, why don't we hear it from the horses' mouths themselves? We're gonna have the 2 lads in for an interview momentarily, I do believe. So yeah, do stay tuned and let's hear some comments from them.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to hear from them. Yeah.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we've just seen another amazing set here between Fergus and Immortal Soul. 5-3 to the finish. It was absolutely epic. And we've got these two lads in here right now for a post-game interview. And we're going to find out some of the answers to the questions you've probably been having on your mind. First one, what happened with the throws?
Okay, so I know it's a one break, and I was hammering on one break, so I'm not sure why it wasn't coming out. But it's like, okay, he's going to run up, he's going to do the one break from the snake out. So I was like, okay, I'll press one. And then it just didn't come out. I'm like, okay, sure. I guess.
Okay, sure. Also, first of all, congratulations for a really impressive set. So I want to ask you, so when you were down 2-0, it was a very, very quick and convincing start for Fergus. What was going through your mind at that time? Was there anything that you picked up in his play style that you had to adapt to get the wins that you got?
Okay, so it was 2-0, and then I originally was playing with the stream closed, my laptop. I had a look at the chat, and it kind of gave me the motivation to start fixing up my gameplay, because there was like, crap, when it was crap, like all this, and I was like, all right,
why are you cussing men for?
Okay, it's okay. And then I knew that I was getting hit by a lot of 1+2, so I tried to I knew that he was gonna try and do a lot of down back 3. And I'm like down 2 in mid, but the 1+2 kept catching me, so I just stopped ducking. And I decided to take the down back 3s, and then he stopped getting a lot of mileage out of that launch. So I just made a few tweaks here and then. Yeah, played a bit more confidently, and I was able to win.
Wow, the stream chat. Hey guys, you got the W here, man. I mean, these guys hyping man up, making man level up on the fly. This is super stuff. Just goes to show you that what you guys say does actually matter.
Yeah.
But stop being a bully. Stop being bullies in the chat. So, Fergus, over to you here. I mean, obviously, very good start. You know, really, really solid gameplay in those first 2 games with Asuka. What was the thought process when it started to tumble downhill?
Okay. So, I started well. So, like, I have this big thing, like, with nerves. So, I started well. So I said, okay, I can do this. This is okay. And then when he started blocking my dash 1+2, so I was like, okay, I'll try and change it up and do lows. But when he won the next game, I kind of started to tilt a little bit because I wanted to duck them back 2-1. But I was still getting hit anyway, so I was like, why is this hitting me? I should be ducking, I should be punishing it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So there's just small things that were tilting me a little bit, that I feel like I should be working.
Sure.
But I know, like, I just say, it is what it is, and I made a mistake of reading the chat as well, so.
Yeah. How did reading the chat affect you?
I was like, okay, whatever, they can say what they want, it's cool, I'll just keep playing my game. But I saw 1 or 2 comments, I was like, I just thought, like, who the hell are you? And then I just...
You have a message. You want to talk to that guy? Talk to him, man. You got the floor. The floor is yours, Fergus.
I lost names. I can't even remember names now.
You are, bro. Sorry about that, man.
Was there any part of the set where you were contemplating switching to Julia? Because you did mention that in your pre-match interview.
Yeah, no. I thought about Julia, but I know that Immortal has played Julia himself, and he definitely has experience against the character. But I just thought, I'll just have fun. I think my Asuka's more known, so I'll just play the character and just have fun with it.
Respect.
And I think because I didn't want to switch on to a new character that I'm prepared for the day, so it was also like a viability thing, like it will make more sense for me to just keep playing Asuka.
Right.
Awesome. So last question, Immortal Soul, you've definitely proven here today. I think you already proved it anyway, but I think today especially that you've proven that you're a very strong player. You're one of the guys, the top guys to look out for in the UK. Are you going to be traveling to some offline tournaments when this world comes back to some degree of normality?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Raven?
For sure, I'm looking forward to getting back into offline, because online's not, the state of the game online is not great. So, it'd be good to get back into some offline action, I suppose. Yeah.
Awesome, guys. That was Immortal Soul versus Fergus. Thank you so much for joining us for the interview.
Thanks for having me.
Congratulations, thanks for a very, very good exhibition. That was Immortal Soul and Fergus for the second exhibition here. 5-3 for Immortal Soul.
2 top lads in the European community. Amazing stuff from both players. Really, really top stuff from them. Shout outs to both players. Immortal Soul and Fergus really doing cool work here on the stream. It was great to have them. And yeah, congratulations again to Immortal Soul for that victory. Really, really solid stuff. Guys, we're going to go to a short break now, but we're going to be back with more action. So don't go away. We'll see you soon.
PlayStation.
You have to be prepared for anything.
Intruders were just detected.
We have to work together.
Or the world will be destroyed. We have so many different powers.
Let's do this. You have your ways of doing things, and I have mine.
Ladies and lads, welcome back. That was a look at some of the projects happening at Bandai Namco Entertainment this year. Great stuff. We are here now for the Tekken 7 Online Challenge, the exhibitions, and we have one more remaining, the main event. But remember, guys, next week we will also be doing one of these, a Tekken Online Challenge for Korea, and registration is live at TekkenWorldTour.com. If you are in the Korea region and you want to sign up, sign-ups are there, and you definitely do not want to miss that because it will be absolutely insane.
Indeed, indeed. Yes, hello, I'm Ryan Hart, and on September 26th, Tekken Online Challenge EU East is happening just a week after the Korean one. TekkenWorldTour.com is the link that you need if you want to get involved in all the action coming your way.
Yeah, so Ryan, we're here now, man. Our final exhibition of the day. It's going to be Dante versus Malekith, and this one's a very interesting one, right? So we have the UK versus Netherlands. Remember, guys, official headset and mix amp of the Tekken Online Challenge Astro. Shout outs to them for all the support.
And of course, yes, we need to give a big shout out to Bud Light for all their support as well during this Tekken Online Challenge. Catch the Bud Light Beer League tournament if you want to get involved in any Tekken action every single Tuesday. Head on over to twitch.tv/Bud Light. Follow right now, subscribe right now, and be a part of their action that goes down each and every Tuesday.
Yeah, so right, let's talk about it, man. So we have Dante from the UK, from Birmingham, going up against Malekith. Now, Malekith, like I mentioned before at the start of the stream, there's not many players that you would give a legendary status to in Europe, right? One that's been a champion and someone who's been a staple of the European community for a very long time competitively. But Malekith is 100% one of those people.
He's won so many tournaments, man. He's won Super versus Battle. He's won Red Fight District. He's won Tekken Mania. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on with this guy. So this just goes to show you not only is, you know, the intestinal fortitude, but just the longevity in terms of career length. I mean, he's been doing it from way back, right? So the fact that he's still here today, still holding it down on Tekken 7, the latest iteration, really shows you his kind of determination as a champion to always maintain that #1 spot.
Yeah, and even when you got people who play a lot more Tekken 7 than he has, and when they go to these locals and they play, and when Malekith does show up, he still wins. Like he still wins these tournaments. Like they can't beat him because this guy has such a strong foundation of Tekken fundamentals and tournament play that he's just been a person that's always been relevant in the community. Now moving on to Dante. Now we got Dante from Birmingham, a very strong player as well. Been playing for a very long time, by the way, throughout the different Tekkens, and really has made a name for himself, especially in Tekken 7, going to tournaments under the Rise banner, you know, using that Jack being his main character, but also been using Leroy as well recently, and just, you know, just bodying so many people, man. His tournament results internationally have been very good as well when he has traveled.
I feel like Malekith's really good against Jack. I can't remember who I saw him play. I just remember, like, was it Grinny? I can't remember now, but I remember this set where he just seemed to have all the answers versus Jack. I don't know if that's something we're going to see happen today, or what Dante's going to do differently to other Jack players that he's played in his experience, but I'm really excited to see it.
Again, Jack is one of those characters that he's just been around for a while, right? So if you think about Jack, especially in Europe, you had the Emperor, who was kind of up there as well.
The Emperor, good old Boris, true.
Boris, so like, of course, Malekith and Boris must have played a lot against each other. So just having that kind of foundation against the character definitely would have helped him in that. So I wonder who Dante is going to go for here, man.
I mean, Leroy's not a bad shout, man. Of course, you know, Leroy doing the rounds earlier this year, especially we see 6 out of 8 characters in top 8, 1 character, right? So, I mean, you know, Leroy definitely, but he's had, you know, a few balance updates. I mean, arguable whether he needs more or if he's fine as is and so on. But yeah, obviously a viable character here in any set.
Absolutely. So before we get into the set, we have a little trailer hype video for you guys for Dante versus Malekith. Take it away.
It's so good to see Malekith the way he does. He's so strong. A legend in Europe. That's how experienced this man has, Malekith.
Oh my goodness me! What did he press?
That is a strategy of the century.
That's gonna be it, Malekith!
Malekith will take it!
I see you, Dante, all right. He in business mode. You gotta psych yourself up.
This is why he's here.
This dude is great. You can tell what Dante is doing. I like the way he thinks.
Dante bringing it back. Dante looking really strong. He's 1 match away. But is he ready?
I can tell Dante is definitely ready.
Yo, make some noise if y'all want Malekith to win. Let me see this.
Dante's just so ready. He's so ready, man.
That was actually super hype, man. Dante, like I said in that video, super ready. I mean, all his rounds in that video were won against the wall. Guy just squashed up against the platform, man. So it shows you this guy's he's an aggressive oppressor, and that's going to be really interesting to see what Malekith can bring to the table to deal with.
Yeah, it's a great video just to show like the amount of top players Malekith has gone through. It's like it just switched to one to the other. Like it's just all these people that he's played against that are top players that he's been able to get wins over. And Dante as well. You know, we got to see the Poland Master event there, and you know, the Greece event, and you know, a lot of European majors that he's gone to recently in the past year or so, and just been getting so many results. And it's because Dante, as a player, he actively seeks out top players and characters that he knows that he struggles against, just so he can get practice against them, so he can level himself up and just become an all-round very strong fundamental player, so that will be ready for any character.
That's a great mentality to have. That is definitely a great mentality to have. I mean, obviously it's a big game. We're talking about a very large roster. Each character is very deep. So I think if you want to have enough knowledge against each character, it's going to sometimes take a bit of direct channeling into your weak areas. You know, okay, I'm not good against Julia, I need to find a Julia, and then you work on that, and then you go in training mode. I mean, it's sometimes a bit boring, like the grind aspect of it, but what you get out of it, the fruits of your labor, are definitely always worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. So this set is going to be a 1st to 7. So the first 2 sets were a 1st to 5. This one being the main event, the last match of the day, is going to be a 1st to 7. And we have an interview with both the players before we get into this set. Take it away.
So I'm fighting Malekith. I'm pretty confident from what I saw last time I played him.
I know he's a very good player, but then again, you know, I'm always confident against any European player.
Yeah, I'm going to be using Leroy Smith in the exhibition. That's my new main character. Well, I've been playing him since release. No more that Jack 7. You can't just easily rob me now by doing silly hotkeys and stuff.
So I'm going to play Asuka, of course. You know, she's my main for like around 15 years.
Yeah, I'm gonna prepare. I would be silly not to prepare, you know what I'm saying?
Hopefully he picks Jack against me, but I think he's going to pick Liu against my Asuka. So yeah, Liu is just a better character than Asuka overall.
Okay, so last time I played Malekith, it was in Poland.
It was a very close set. I won 2-1.
And I lost final round. It was a very close game. I missed one whiff punish and I ended up losing, so it is what it is, but that was the first 2.
He's a new school player. I think he's very thirsty to beat me.
So I wouldn't say I'm a large amount better than Malekith. I'd say maybe in certain departments I'm better than Malekith.
Honestly, I don't know. I played him once in Poland and that's about it. So as you guys know, I play for the Dutch Brawlers and I do believe we are one of the best Tekken teams in Europe. We have a lot of amazing players like Kyokamanji, Artieface, Mosquito from Germany, and those are all like high-class players in Europe. They can't beat, pretty much anyone in Europe.
Right now, I do feel like the UK is the best in Europe. I just think we have the best players in Europe right now. Personally, that's what I think. So hopefully, I can contribute to proving that.
In words from both players, they're really interesting interview. I like the modesty from Malekith. He's very humble, isn't he? He doesn't want to give too much away. But I like the confidence with that said on Dante's side, where it's like, I do think I'm better in certain departments. I'm going to try and contribute to showing what the UK can deliver here. I thought that was quite interesting.
Yeah, it is. And I think Dante is one of the reasons why, people rate the UK so highly. He's one of the guys that come out there and, back before, you'd see these other guys, but Dante's really stepped up. And here is the poll now.
Whoa.
Dante coming out on top in the poll and almost 56% over Malekith, the
Young
legend.
man reactions, bro.
What do you think about that one, Brian?
Man, okay, so first off, I wouldn't have predicted that would be the tail of the tape, basically, because I know that Malekith has more tournament experience. He has a bigger portfolio of results than Dante. Obviously, Dante being a younger player, shorter time on the scene, and so on, right? So, with the longevity that Malekith has, I'm surprised that he didn't win the poll. But Dante winning the poll like that shows me that he's been putting in work. If he's been able to have this kind of impression on the community, this means a lot, right? Obviously, whether it's Jack or Leroy, he's been putting in work, he's been getting results somewhere against good players, and that goes a long way.
And it's just, you know, with Malekith, it's just surprising me every single time he comes to a tournament. It's like, oh yeah, I'm so busy with work, but I came just for a holiday, you know, just to take a break. And I thought, might as well enter the tournament as well. And he just does super well every single time, even if he's not playing Tekken that much. But yeah, he's just a very strong fundamental player. And I think you're absolutely right that the win in that poll for Dante is because of the amount of effort he's been putting in, actively seeking out top players with different characters and a variety, just to level up himself constantly, day after day. Ladies and lads, the final exhibition of the day here for EU West. We have Dante from the UK going up against the legend from the Netherlands, Malekith. It's going to be Leroy versus Asuka.
Wow, what a set. And this is going to be 1st to 7th, guys. Get comfy, get your refreshments, get that popcorn out the cupboard. It is going down right now. Arena stage is the first random pick for the set. And look at Malekith, S+ all over the gaff.
Yeah, and you know, talking about this matchup, I spoke with Fergus about Leroy and Asuka. He feels like Leroy is pretty good versus Asuka because Asuka has a lot of strings that can put you into mix-ups. But Leroy, of course, has that defensive option of the parry, if used correctly, can cause Asuka some problems, and of course has great block punishment as well.
Indeed, and you can see him just feeling out with the Hermit stance there. Okay, Asuka trying to get involved here. Ooh, the back 1+2. Okay, down 3-2.
The great thing about Malekith is his experience, right? So even if he starts losing, you know, we are going to see some adaptations. That's
of course.
Great thing
oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, get the orbital.
Oh, this might be. Oh no!
Oh no, he missed it. Goes for a second one, but this time Malekith blocks it, and what a counter there by Malekith. Takes the first round.
Yeah, no chicken there. You got to be chicken in, man. Malekith is going to use those parries himself. You know, both these characters have very good parries, so. Let's go. The sweet bang finally comes out
definitely here. All about the animals, boy. Chicken, geese. I mean, you need them. We'll get them birds. We'll get them birds in there.
Let's go. Next character, yeah.
I mean, if you duck, it's technically another bird. Chicken, geese, duck.
Duck and geese.
All right, here we go.
I'm trying to get that
4-3. Oh, uses that +1 nicely. For him ducking. Gets the wall carrier up 4-3 +4. Oh. Malekith going for the wall splat and super ready with that low parry. No! Doesn't get the whole combo and he goes low for the win.
Yeah, he kind of messed up. He got one extra hit in there, which made the combo slump too early. He wasn't able to get the full combo, but here we go. Magic 4 to start it off into a 4-2.
Yep. Done there.
Trying to get that Magic 4 once again. Not a bad shout versus Leroy, especially if, you know, you want to beat the orbitals and the sweeps.
Wow, interesting trade. Worked out for Malekith though.
Definitely works out for him. Hey.
To the wall.
And back to
yeah.
Classic string to finish it off, man. Malekith looking strong here in this first game. Can Dante take it to a final round? Oi!
Finish.
Yeah, Dante usually so good with that 4-4-2, that 4-4-2-2 with Punisher. Just a little bit too late there though. Okay.
And nice spacing here from Dante, really pacing the match really well at this round.
Yeah, not overextending, picking his shots really well, and there we go.
The down forward 1-4, nicely done. Great adaptation already seen by both players. It's only game 1.
Yeah, final round, first game. Side step 2.
Oh, wow.
Counter hit.
Got caught there. It was a 4-4-3, caught him stepping or something.
Not the best combo though, didn't get a force back, but it doesn't matter. Malekith with a massive life lead, looking to finish it with the strings. One more hit will do it.
Up 4-3, catches him stepping right, and wow. Great momentum there on that final round, and he's able to kind of keep this pressure going, isn't he? Like, you know, he keeps you standing, you're never out of trouble. You know, you get hit by one thing and he's already coming at you with the next thing and then the next thing, and you know, and that's exactly what happened that last round, that kind of steamroll, that flurry of events that just, yeah, up 4-3 for the win at the end.
Yeah, even just beautiful at the end there for Malekith. I mean, it sometimes can be so easy to overlook what happened at the end there, but like going for the 1-3, knowing that he was going to step to Asuka's weak side and having that up 4-3, which actually tracks to her weak side. And it's just like, you know, these things do add up and they're very important when we analyze them and we looked at them. So Malekith, yeah, great reads. That was a solid final round there, Ryan. So yeah, taking the first match.
Yeah, really good. Dante's going to have some reflection time now. He's going to think about what went wrong there and try and change it up. I wonder if we'll see Jack later if all things, if all things fail with Leroy.
Yeah, I mean, if it's looking like it's too much of a blow, let's say, I mean, I don't think it's going to be. I think he will stick with Leroy here. I think that it's going to be a bit of a back and forth. But, yeah, I mean, let's say if it was 4-0, I mean, maybe he'd go to the Jack. Who knows? I mean, but like you mentioned, Malekith does have good experience versus Jack too. So I think, yeah, let's see. Dante, I'm confident that he will be able to make some adaptations here and make it a little bit of a close set.
I didn't think we'd see 2 Asukas today, but here we go. We had a top Asuka before Fergus, and now we have Malekith. This is sick.
Yeah, I mean, Malekith and Fergus, those are the 2 household names when it comes to Asuka in not just Europe, but like, you know, worldwide, you know, if you think about it.
All right, so game 2 ready now to commence here. Leroy Smith. Interesting success with down 3-2. You know, that's the staple opener, right? With Leroy, it's so easy to land. You know, natural string leads to Hermit stance, and you've got a bag of options. But you know, you do have Malekith threatening with the up forward 3s from time to time, so you can't kind of, you know, you can't really rinse that.
That's true. I mean, you can get counter hit out of that low quite easily, but you've got to also remember that after you hit that low, to make sure you buffer that chicken so that you don't get reversaled.
Oh wow! That's the pick up there.
Look at the carry. Beautiful combo. Here we go.
It's a much better round so far from Dante. At least the opener was great. Let's see what happens now. Oh, 4-4-3.
Oh, it misses.
Oh, fortunate to block that one.
Uh-oh, the vortex has begun. The vortex has begun. Nice down jab to release the pressure.
Wow.
Yes. I just noticed his, I noticed Dante's name, Buff Jack.
Oh, yeah. Ooh,
the good side step left.
4. Yep.
Okay, so Dante looking a lot more solid here, man. He's baiting out some whiffs.
Wow, down back 3. The hell sweep. Oh! And the scoop. That's going to be it. If he doesn't drop it, and he has done, Malekith, not alive anymore.
The Wild 94 clutching out here. Dante, even with the combo drop, 2 rounds up here. Can Malekith answer back? The 1+2 throw broken. That's a 2. Here we go. I'm loving the patience from Dante. The little change up
over the low. Great read from Dante. Looking really good in game 2 here. Look at this domination now. Up against the wall. Malekith with nowhere to go. Oh, and there's a punish. The down back 3 whiff.
Yep.
Gave Malekith the opening.
Yeah, an opportunity now to make another comeback, but he still has a massive round deficit, and there comes the orbital once again. Dante, no round, 3 rounds straight, will even up the set 1 match apiece. Ryan, that looked like a completely different player than Dante.
That was 3-0, just marked him off. I mean, all the adaptation was there. He kind of, you know, I feel like in the first game he played this slightly larger spacing game. It was either really far away or really close. But he kind of stayed in middle ground this time. You know, he was just staying, like, if he whiffs something, I'm on top of him straight away. And he did that really well. You know, every time Malekith did something that wasn't on point, he was on top of Malekith straight away. And yeah, it really paid off.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. He realized what kind of moves and options Malekith would go for in defense, right? When he was in close. And he managed to adapt to those, man, and start to bait them out a little bit and punish them. So good stuff from Dante making the adaptation there. Now I'm thinking, you know, not only about the fact that Dante uses Jack, but actually what is a lot more likely to happen is if it starts running away from Malekith, he has that pull. Now I spoke to him during his visit to Versus Fighting when he was in Birmingham, and I said to him, hey, you know, what's the whole thing about when would you use pull? When would you use Asuka? He goes, look, Asuka is a very defensive character. He goes, I also need a character for offense as well. And he goes, that character for me is Pull Phoenix. And he utilizes those 2 in such a great way in tournament as well. I've seen him lose so badly with his Asuka and then completely turn it around with Pull as well. So
I've seen that as well.
Yeah, so I think he will stick with Asuka here, but if it starts running away from him, if Dante starts to, you know, to download that Asuka, so to speak, the Pull might come out here, Ryan.
I think we're a long way away from that right now. Obviously, you just won 1. You know, it's just begun basically. I mean, they're just throwing out the feelers, getting an idea of what to do, what not to do.
Definitely.
So yeah, I think we've still got a couple of games before, you know, the potential new character may or may not need to be thought about. I think at the moment they're still staying pretty with their mains. You know, Dante with his newer main, of course. But yeah, I think this is interesting. I don't think Jack. I don't see anything that Jack's going to do that Leroy can't do.
Yeah.
You know, at least not yet. But yeah, for now, I think that Dante has a pretty good stride in how he's playing that base ground game against Malekith.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, welcome to Tekken 7 Online Challenge EU West here. We have the final exhibition of the day here for day number 2, and it is Dante versus Malekith, and it's currently 1 match apiece here in this 1st to 7 set. And we are going to go into our next match very shortly. Ryan, I mean, what's your prediction if I ask you? I mean, what's gonna be the score here? Let me put you on the spot.
Boy, this is a hot set already, man. We've only seen 2 games. It's first to 7, all right? So super long. But I think we're gonna see a 7-4.
7-4.
I think
no
7-4.
Name,
no name. No name. I'm not signing a dotted line. No name on there, but 7-4.
I would agree with you. I will meet that as well. So I will 7-4. No names, but 7-4.
Yeah, I don't know to who yet. But 7-4 feels like the momentum of what I've seen so far. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So yeah, you guys, we saw amazing sets earlier. Pika versus Artieface, and then we saw, of course, Immortal Soul versus Fergus. If you didn't catch those, I'm not going to spoil the results. Check out the VODs here on twitch.tv/Tekken. See what went down in those amazing sets. But yes, here we are of the final set of the day. Rise, Dante versus Malekith, and yeah, 1-1 here. I mean, this is absolutely insane.
Yeah, good. It was good to see that Dante had that comeback, and it was a really good answer back as well. It's one that he baited out things from Malekith, and that's gonna make Malekith think really hard now going in.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so Hammerhead stage now, poking very carefully here, not committing to anything big just yet.
Yeah, and I think sometimes when you talk about the Asuka matchup, I play a lot versus Asuka, and it's. And one thing even Malekith said is that you have to be patient because she has too many good moves to hit you. Even the back three that we just saw, the cans, and great counter hits as well. So you have to definitely bide your time.
If you want to lose very, very quickly, just try and rush Asuka down. That's how you lose very quickly. She has so many tools. You can just end up running into back threes, up forward threes, magic fours, 1+2s. I mean, literally, she has everything. She has everything to, she can just stand there and parry as well. She's got counters too. So yes, definitely not one to rush down willy-nilly.
Absolutely. So here we go. Dante getting the first round and Malekith answering back here. Has a life lead now. What can he do? Ooh, he's getting counter here. That's what he can do. Dante.
Yeah. People say that move's got no range, but it seems to work every time.
Oh man, it's a great move, man.
Yeah.
He has the wall positioning now.
The parry. Wow. That's one way to answer back.
Oh, not gonna work. Oh, he didn't get the punish.
Oh no, what a heartbreak.
You have to jab there, and I think that's just maybe a little gap in Malekith's knowledge, or maybe potentially, I don't know. But the cane comes out, here we go.
Gets the stick out. Talk about giving us some stick. Right, down 3-2.
Ooh. We're out of the way with it now. Dante's 5 rounds up in a row. Malekith. Oh!
They're pick up. You don't tech roll, it's a pick up.
Wrong punish and no punish. Oh,
no. Man. Leroy Smith. Domination here from Dante. That's the second no-round round. 6 great rounds in a row here for Dante. What a turnaround since game 1.
And hey, do you know what? It's on Malekith. I mean, his combos haven't been the best. In that situation, you could have got the wall into a rage drive combo. That would have been dead. And then even when Dante went for wild standing 2, I know he's got a very short block stun, but it is, I believe, -14. So, I mean, Malekith could have got a very chunky punish there on that wild standing 2. Kind of let him off there. And then Dante, of course, as you would, take the opportunity and get the wall back with the rage drive. I mean, Malekith not punishing correctly in this matchup.
A few little small mistakes that have all added up. I mean, like you mentioned with the parry, you got to do the jab. I think a couple of things that just went wrong. That gave Dante the win. But a second no-round round really means that Malekith has to step it up.
Yeah, he definitely has to, and it kind of comes just down to like the small things, right? These are things that he can definitely fix now. Just like the combos, making sure you adapt the combos to get the wall splats. And he's played Asuka long enough now to know how to do that, right? He's kind of going for the staple combos, which you can't do all the time. Sometimes with Tekken, right? Depending on where the wall is, you have to adapt your combos, right? We'll start seeing him do that. I hope. But the punishment is what scares me now. This punishment, Ryan, is because he wasn't punishing in certain situations. Does he know? Does he even know the punish? I mean, that's what you got to start asking. If he does, then I'm sure he'll start to bring it back. But right now, it is 2-1 for Dante.
I mean, definitely in terms of the combo adaptation, I'm very sure that Malekith does know. Maybe it was just a scenario thing where he just wasn't ready or something. I'm sure he knows that, though, with the combo extensions, etc.
Yes.
With the Leroy punishment, I'm not sure what his experience with Leroy is as a character. I can't really say anything there. But yes, Dante is looking like he's sort of running away with this at this point. So yeah, let's see what Malekith can do here on Dragon's Nest.
He 100% needs to answer back now, man, because 6 rounds straight is not looking good. At least get around on the board, man. Steal back some of that momentum. Here we go.
Yeah.
Good. Oh, the little shimmy into the orbital. Changing up his timing beautifully, Dante. Oh, yes.
He gets the can. Gets himself out of trouble.
Yep. Because that's the danger, being too aggressive, right? And he had the wall positioning, so it made sense, but still, that is the danger of Asuka, right? She has so many counter hits.
Exactly. Great.
Good pick and throw.
Oh, 4-4-3.
Okay, let's see the combo. Yes, clean.
Yeah.
Rage drive. No! What? Oh no!
Leroy hurtboxes. What is going on?
I think, I believe at the wall, that combo doesn't work. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody can confirm it for me, but I believe when you get a wall splat and do that, you have to go for a different combo.
Down 3 or something at the end.
Yeah, down 4-3 or something. Yeah.
Okay.
Either way, again, that is the mistake made by Malekith. I mean, he's losing these rounds through his own mistakes, right?
Oh man, that was disappointing, that last one. I think Malekith got that one. Alright, so let's have a very... Oh, yep, our 4-3 counter hit. That'll give him the life lead. There we go, there's a screw. The wall we go. They're going to be on the menu here. Or goes low. And a back 2-4. Yep. Nicely done.
Very, very good stuff from Malekith. Man, he's answering back here. Finally gets around on the board after 7 consecutive rounds from Dante. The cane comes out, blocked by Malekith. And the backy.
Oh man, wall splat.
Yeah.
4-3 plus 4. Oh.
Nice.
And just dominance here. Just like supreme confidence from Dante right now.
Yeah, I think, you know, Dante is definitely figuring out that there are some gaps in knowledge in Malekith and really utilizing that against him. Which I think
making it more confident, right? Yeah, it's getting more confident. Get more confident.
Damn, we've got the special Leroy song as well because the stage and final round.
Yeah. This tune is sick. I think Sugar should be on the side dancing to this tune.
You should give him his cane back. If you use the cane, you get it back.
Oh, Malekith now, final round. You want to tie up here.
Looking like he was down and out in this match, and he's already brought it all the way back. Got a 7 gold in that last round.
2. Oh, nice counter. Super ready. Malekith now. Down 4. Ties it all up. Wow, that was great stuff there from Malekith.
Very good, man. I mean, that's the thing that Malekith can do. It looked like he was down and out in that match. It looked like it was going to be another match for Dante, 3-1. How does he bring it back? I don't know. Malekith is just that kind of player, man. He'll be down and out and just make that comeback.
It was the Leroy tune. It hyped him up. Leroy
hyped him. He hyped the wrong person, though, right?
How come it's after that started playing, he started blowing him up? I think it was only because of the track. When that started playing, Malekith turned to a different beast.
Oh, but that was great. So we have 2-2 now. I did say it was going to be a bit of a back and forth, and it has been so far. So finally, after losing 7 rounds consecutively, Malekith bringing it back and getting a match on the board. Yes. So, I mean, after these first 4 matches, I mean, Ryan, what's your thoughts?
I mean, you mentioned the gaps of knowledge in terms of Leroy's repertoire on Malekith's side, but it looks like Malekith has a very strong flow. It looks like when he gets his stuff going, it's also very difficult for Dante to handle as well, right? So it might just be a war of attrition, like who gets what going first. It might just be what it comes down to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, I agree. I just don't know what to predict, man. We said it was going to be 7-4. That, you know, at some point we're predicting that someone is going to run away with it, right? And I'm thinking if that's going to happen to someone, it would be Malekith. He would start to lose here if he doesn't start punishing some of these things. I mean, Dante's a very clever player. If he's realized that you're not punishing in certain scenarios, he is going to start to abuse that against you.
Boy, man, I mean, after that round, might as well pick Dragon's Nest and get that Leroy stage again. Fight for the neighborhood, boy. fight for the cap salon, boy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was sick stuff. Okay, so 2-2. We have a set, guys. We have a set. This is a real match right now. This is not a blow up. This is not a 7-0. 2-2, all tied up here. Strong flow from Dante to get those 2 games, but Malekith is showing the adaptation skills, bringing it back.
I'm just interested to see what you guys watching at home. Who are you supporting? Are you supporting the Asuka or the Leroy? I just want to see how many people actually supporting the Leroy here. Is it quite interesting to me? Let me know. Here we got 2-2 now in this best of 7.
Okay.
UK versus Netherlands.
Oh, it makes him run to the launch. Down 4-2. Okay. Back out the wall.
Yeah. Okay, down 1+2. Oh yes, good keep out there from Dante.
Dante fighting back here. Using to submit. Into again. Oh, the throw out of the parry.
Yeah. Rage available now. Malekith, what can you do with it? Back 3 gets hit.
Uh-oh. Malekith's spacing out now. There's the rage drive. He spends it. Goes low. 4-2 follow-up. And the down back 3 denied. He'd gone to that a few times, but it was one too many times to the well.
Yeah, it's a good stuff there from Dante. That was a mix-up there, and he guessed correctly. He gets around on the board here. But that was almost a comeback. You know, you always got to watch out for that down 1+2, especially with, you know, with Asuka now getting the 4-2 guaranteed in the open, because it was only guaranteed at wall before. Now it's actually been buffed. So it's a very, very dangerous move.
This green follow-up and good damage as well.
Oh. I'm seeing a lot of Asuka in the chat. A lot of Asuka over Leroy. All right, good. Hey. Nice.
Oh.
Good stuff.
He went for the parry there, but Dante smartly goes low, and he's got 2 rounds up here. Oh, the cane comes out, boy.
Yeah, this is going to be good damage. Dante's combos on point. He gets a side wall spat, unfortunately, and lets Malekith get an opportunity now. Oh! What? Side roll. He side rolled out there.
Hurt boxes.
Yeah, these angles, man. Oh! Oh my god, what is going on with these combos, man?
Okay, now, one more hit for Dante. And take this one. Oh,
great stuff.
Wow, another 3 straight rounds here, man. This is looking difficult. Malekith, man.
Yeah, Dante just playing really well, man. Let's be honest. I mean, he's definitely not running into these things that getting counter hit by Malekith's Asuka, right? I mean, these are the things. If you start to play defensively and you're not getting counter hit, it can be very hard for Asuka to make a comeback if she hasn't got rage. And you have to kind of commit to those down 1+2s, which are quite risky on their own too. So yeah, definitely Malekith is not in his comfort zone right now. Dante playing very, very well and utilizing his opportunities.
So if this was a tournament bracket, I mean, whether it was best of 3 or best of 5, that would be it now. You know, 3-2 to Dante, winners finals done. But the longer set encourages more strategy, gives you more time to adapt. So here we go.
Was that another no-round round?
Yeah, he didn't get around.
It was.
Yeah, they just ran over him. And it was a slow no-round round. It wasn't like he didn't get to play. You know, he was still doing stuff. He was active. So yeah, there's it looks like, you know, Dante's also, as well as Malekith adapting, starting to figure out some new holes in Malekith's gameplay. New openings, new areas where he can become successful in certain flow charts, you know. So yeah, this is a tricky one. I mean, it's one thing to adapt to a player, but it's another thing if the player is adapting with you on the fly. That's very scary.
Yeah. And I think that's exactly what Dante's doing. He even saw at the wall there, you know, he went for the down 3-4 and he went for the low, knowing that Malekith was likely to go for the reversal there. It's just really good stuff from him. He's definitely downloading some of the tendencies of Malekith here. Let's see if Malekith can answer back like he did last match.
Gonna be one to find out. I mean, Malekith definitely has the skills to do it, and I think Asuka as a character definitely is good enough. It's just gonna be one of those ones where we see what reads he can get. I mean, here we go.
Yeah. Interesting to see that Dante is playing patiently. He's not running into the Asuka, realizing the threats of the back 3, the cans and the keep out that she has in the 4-3.
Yep.
Look at this. A very, very patient match to start it off right now.
Step 4. I step 4. Like,
wait, what's going on?
I want you to come to me first.
He's like, nah, bro.
Yeah, if you want this match to get underway, you got to come over here onto my turf. I'm staying over here.
Yeah.
25 seconds, not a single move has been hit. Not a single button has been pressed. No damage has been taken from
Who's gonna attack first? Who's gonna attack first?
15 seconds left on the clock. 13, 12. Is there going to be any buttons pressed this round? What is going on? 10 seconds left, guys. No one has attacked yet.
Not a single button has been used. 4 seconds, 3 seconds.
For a down 4?
What? Time up. What is going on?
What's happening?
What? I'm sorry.
There's no way that was a serious round.
No. There's definitely something going on here, man.
There's no way that was a serious round.
Can't be real.
Did they just time out a whole round? You've got to be kidding me right now. I need. Yo, in the post-game interview, I need some answers because that was.
Yeah, we need to ask them.
All right, so here we go. Down 4-3, picks him up against the wall. Oh, and there's a parry retaliation. That was the craziest round, guys. I'm still in shock. Right, there's the throw break.
Wanted to press a button there.
Forward 4. Oh, doesn't get the pick up though with the 1-4.
Yeah.
Again, a miss.
No break. Okay. Down forward 1, catching the side roll. Good stuff from Dante. Oh my word.
All right, so Dante now goes up 2 rounds to 1. Seems that there must have been some kind of technical issue. I don't know what's going on.
I don't think so. I think that it's likely that there might not have been a technical issue there because they went straight back into it in the
All right, I'll see. Okay, so, yep.
Oh, yes.
Oh, the back 4 in the breadbasket. Follows up now. Malekith going for the counter hit, going for the unblockable.
Oh no!
Oh, the orbital. Oh
this
my
could
days.
be there with the right combo.
No, he misses it. Dante now. giving Malekith a second chance here. Oh, and a down 4. Closes it out.
Final round. Here we go. Dante, great option there. Gonna get a float. Take it. No, he's not. He's messing up his dash.
He's missing a few final. Man, he's giving away some damage here.
He is. That would have been a wall
Step 2.
spec into some good damage in Oki. And Malekith been given a life now. The punish messed up, but Dante wasn't ready. That is not punishable.
The punish messed up on the punish.
Yeah.
That's it anyway.
Nice. Dante.
Wow.
4-2 now. Malekith dropping the punishment. I mean, that has been the kind of the tale of the exhibition so far. Is that Malekith's punishment hasn't really been on point, but he's keeping it close nonetheless. But Dante's so clutch, man, so clutch.
I reckon that first round was probably just like, it probably lagged or something. Like they probably just didn't want to play because it was a little bit laggy, and then maybe second round it was good again, so they just started playing.
Yeah,
that would make sense. That would make sense. Yeah.
That or they just didn't want to attack each other because you know when you play against Asuka, we're just theorizing here, chat. Yeah. If you play against Asuka, you want to be defensive, right? And if you're Asuka, you want to also be defensive too. You're a defensive character. Maybe they're just... I'm not going to press any buttons. Who's going to come in first? A big statement there. We'll ask at the interview anyway after the set.
I definitely reckon it must have been laggy, but yeah, we'll see.
No, I agree. It could be,
Is it 4-2? Is he doubling Malekith in score now?
Yes, man. It's 4-2 now. And the thing is, Ryan, is that it's been close. It's been final rounds here, man. There have been situations where like a drop punish could have meant a round win for Malekith where he dropped the punish, and it's like you can't be missing those 2-3s as well. 2-3 with Asuka, her 12 frame punish is launch punishable, you know. And even though Dante messed it up, he knows that it's launch punishable. So next time he'll be ready for it. So
yeah, definitely.
It's looking dangerous right now, Ryan.
Yeah, there's a few situations where a lot of damage is left on the table, like the forward 4, they know 1-4 pick up for the scoop. And then again, like the wall damage, things missed at the wall. Like it's looking really difficult for Malekith to just maximize on each opportunity because it seems that whenever he gets something going, something that works all the time just doesn't work now. You know? So yeah.
Okay, let's get into it. Our
combo
next
changes
match.
are needed.
Definitely, man. And yeah, punishment. It's good to see that at least he's using the jab against Leroy when he does down for 1-4. Like he's actually started to punish a little bit better here, Malekith. So that's why we're seeing a bit closer games. So let's see if Malekith can get on the board, because if it's 5-2, that's hard to come back from.
It really is. I mean, if there's anyone that can do it though, we do know it's the man like Malekith.
It is going to be Malekith, man like Mali. Let's go, man.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
You know. Oh, nice counter to hit. So ready.
Yeah, it just runs into the
down. I'm coming a mile off.
Oh no. Alright, let's see. How does Dante answer back here? Side step 2 with nice.
Oh, nice. That beats a few options, man.
Okay, Dante threatening the parry. 1-3. Dante's great patience, man. Oh,
second one.
The lows. Watch
now
your
he's
toes.
stopping him getting up.
No!
Oh, no break there. Caught him by surprise.
Yeah, no break on the 2 throw. Good stuff from Malekith. Gets around the board. A bit of a messy round, but still gets the round. That's what's important.
He'll take
Dante getting a counter hit.
He'll definitely take that. No question.
Look at the combo. That was sick.
Oh, man. Half bar gone.
Nice.
Another hell sweep. Oh, and this time he goes mid. Malekith stuck for perhaps the second hell sweep like the round before, but this time he goes mid. The conditioning was L'Oreal.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure because it's a shoulder as well. I mean, that couldn't have been reversed too. So great option there from Dante, mixing it up to 50-50s. But Malekith gets a 1+2 now. Opportunity for a big combo.
Oh, almost at the wall now. It's got the pressure going. Fighting back now. Orbital heal.
Yeah, that orbital so quick as well, man. Okay, Kane has been used once per match.
Can't use it now.
Nice. The Oki. Malekith. He needs to get this match, otherwise it's going to look like he's running away from him. Dante, how's he going to answer back? The 4-4-2-2.
Wow, 4-4-2-2 with punish.
Great combo.
Yes. The magic was in there.
Yeah, magic fall into the dash.
For the magician. Oh, what? Wall bound.
He doesn't use the rage.
No! And, another wall bounce, and he just does it. Just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really good timing there from Malekith. Using that power crush. It's a high, but it's safe on block and a high. So yeah, just great stuff. Knew that Dante was going to press a button or approach him. 4-3 now, man.
Wow, it's not looking that bad anymore. I mean, it's just one game difference, right? Before it was looking bad, like 5-2. That's kind of deep. But 4-3, It's definitely painting a different picture.
Yeah, imagine the difference between 5-2 and 4-3, right? It's a bit crazy. But yeah, Malekith, definitely, he's staying in there, man. The resilience, and that's where the experience really counts, right? We're seeing very fundamental things as well, like in his down 4-2 timing, like he's running into down 4-2. But I love from Dante as well that he's really getting into Malekith's head with just pure 50-50. He's mixing it up, you know. Sometimes he'll go in with those raw 50-50 with sweep and orbital, and sometimes he's going to be more relaxed. And both guys are really on an equal level at the moment, right?
I mean, I don't know. It looks like Malekith's had enough. He's just doing forward 1+2s. He's like, get out my face. Just keeps doing it. Get out my face. Get out my face. So,
it's just another thing to think about, right? It's another thing to think about if you're Dante.
Another tool. Definitely. You got to give him tools to think about. You got to make him think, maybe I should crouch here. You know, maybe I should step here. Because then you can use your tracking moves. You can use your mid launchers. You know, so yeah, I think it's a good gameplay.
Right, we're going to be getting into our next match. Yeah, so yeah, just like you mentioned, Ryan, you said that you don't think there's going to be any character switches, and I don't think so either at this point. You know, 4-3 now. I think it's going to be Asuka and Leroy the whole way for this first 7. Ladies and lads, here we go. Getting into our next match. Is Malekith going to be able to even up 4-4, or can Leroy get on the board here, man like Dante?
I think we're going to see a 4-4 scenario. It's going to be all tied up like hostages. I think that's what we're going to see now. Twilight conflict stage inbound.
Malekith, is his experience going to shine through here and gets him the tournament or the exhibition win here? Let's see. We're back in.
Definitely. Let's see what's going to happen now. Malekith, pressure is on him to show everyone why he is the legend we call him. For 3 block, nice. Slides him into 1+2.
Yep, and stepping the right way as well against Leroy, flipping that left. Oh, yes. 4-4-2-2. Dante's so on point with that whiff punisher. He uses it so well. A lot of Leroy just throw out 4-4-2-2, but Dante, he uses it as a whiff punisher. It's great stuff. Oh, mix up time.
And 1+2, 4-2 follow up. Oh! Wow. That was really smart stuff.
Yeah, Malekith saw that last time he had that situation. Dante ducked, and he ducked one more time, so Malekith went for the mid option. So good stuff here. Malekith starting to adapt.
Yes.
Down 4-2, threatening the keypad down 4-2. Dante staying patient, but gets countered by the 4-4-3 opportunity now for Malekith.
Dante getting a little bit more passive now, I've seen. You know, it's giving Malekith the opening to, like, just kind of get more involved. And look, he's doing that. He's taking that advantage. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this. Yeah, Dante was definitely attacking more. He was creating scenarios, and now he's just kind of waiting for things to happen.
Yeah. It's because he's threatening. He's threatening with these keep out moves, man. So Dante's scared. He's conscious of it. And Malekith is just like taking advantage of the fact that he's playing really passive. And here we go. We got a low parry into a combo.
Malekith really good. The adaptation skills are definitely there. Look at this damage.
Yep.
Looking to tie it up here.
Oh, big whiff.
Oh.
Could have punished there, Malekith, though. He was quite happy to just block there. Didn't want to take any risks. Rage available now for Dante, the Rage Drive. What's he going to do? Oh, big!
Oh!
Oh!
Oh, and the forward 2. Wow. 4 games each, all tied up like shoes. We are at a stalemate right now. I mean, only 3 games. This is the best of 5 right now. That's what's going to happen here.
Yeah,
you know,
that was messy. I mean, so Dante went for the down 4-2, 1+2 launch. Malekith messed it up. He went for the 4-2 punish, which was the right punish, I think. Messed it up. Dante then messed up the punish on the 4-2.
Yeah.
And then he got the 4-2 punish. So it's messed up punishment there at the end, which works out in Malekith's favor. But we are 4-4 now, right? This is looking crazy.
Yeah, so from here on out, it's basically a best of 5, you know, to get to that 7 mark, right? Because it's 4-4 now. So really, really sick stuff. I'm not sure we're going to see that 7-4 that we thought we were going to. Like, not sure if that's going to happen now. It's too close.
I was thinking in the beginning that it was going to be back and forth, but you know, for it to be 7-4 now means that, you know, one
person's gonna have to run away with it, right? I just don't see that happening. Like, both players are they're just too close to each other. There's tiniest of margins here. I mean, yeah, anyone could, like, it's even hard to say who could win the actual set, right? Because, I mean, Malekith with a great burst momentum in periods of this set. You know, no one's been really dominating. There's been moments of, like, you know, just one-sided gameplay, but overall it's been very, very even.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've got an infinite stage now. Walls are out of play. It's going to be an interesting match here. Who is going to take the lead in the set? It is 4-4 right now in this first to 7 exhibition Tekken 7 online challenge. Whew.
Malekith is going to go up 5-4.
Are you calling it out? Yeah?
I think Malekith's gonna go up 5-4. I'll tell you why afterwards if it happens.
If it happens, yeah.
I'll tell you what. It doesn't
happen too.
I'll tell you what I thought, even if it doesn't happen. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. When it happens. I'm kidding. Nice at 2 blocks. 2-1 now. Dante in retaliation.
Yep.
That's him with the second hit, the counter hit there.
Oh, tries to go
4-4-2-2. Yep, gets punished.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Punishment there from Dante.
Ready for the punish, bro.
Okay, Malekith's waiting now. Dante, he's chilling. He has the life. He doesn't need to take any major risks and get counter hit. Nice jab, keep out into the throw. Broken, range available now.
Get off the shirt.
Okay.
That's another break. Don't touch the
throw breaks.
Oh, wow. Hell sweep.
First round to Dante.
Very deceiving range on that.
Yeah, it's really good, you know. The thing is that it doesn't need clean hit either, right?
No.
Which is one of the things. So like Noctis's, for example, and Paul's Demo Man, they need clean hit. I think, yeah, so it's a really good health sweep.
Yeah, from that range as well, for sure. Okay, 1-1. Oh, wow. From downtown.
Good combo. Oh, the maximum. The cane has been used.
The cane ends it off.
Yep.
And the downfall to close, 1 round each.
There we go. 4 matches apiece, 1 round apiece here. So even, both these guys. Dante, Malekith. Okay, plus frames. Down forward 1, the side step.
Oh, he got the side step, but no punish. Didn't believe he could have gone for something there.
He could have, yeah.
All right, so spacing out now. Both players waiting for the opportunity. Nice hell sweep, dashes in, catches him standing.
The timing from Dante is so good. He's baiting out somebody's moves and then punishing at the right time.
Definitely.
Choosing his shots. Oh!
He must have pressed something there.
Yeah, I think he's been using a lot of just like 1-1 on his own, and then this time he finished the string with the counter.
Yeah.
So Dante wasn't ready. Either way though, dropped the combo, and Dante was ready to punish 1 round now from going up in the set.
Okay.
Oh,
nice. Dante just super ready for every opportunity here.
Yeah, that is not easy to do, to whiff punish up forward 3 and online as well, forward 4-2-2. That was sick stuff from Dante.
Really, really good. Oh man. Well, I definitely wasn't right. I thought that the space, that Malekith having more space would help him, you know, the maneuvering, the movement. But it definitely didn't happen. Dante was all over him, and he didn't give him the freedom that we're seeing him have, right? So shout outs to Dante. He goes up 5 games to 4 now over Malekith.
Yeah, so he's been, I mean, theoretically that was a shout, because you have more space to move around. You're a defensive character. You can keep him out with the up forward 3s, but he whiff punished the forward 4-3. He baited out the down forward 2, made it whiff, and then chose to go in and attack at that time. So Dante's timing is putting off Malekith at the moment. So I'm loving the adaptation here. It's really, really back and forth. And now if us two want to have our predictions correct, Dante needs to win the next 2 and make it a 7-4. Because
it could still happen. It could still happen. I just don't. I mean, if Dante gets this next game, then it actually could happen, right? But I don't know. I feel like Malekith may tie it up and make it 5-5.
Yeah. I mean, it's all timing based now, right? I mean, he's been baiting out a lot of Malekith's stuff in that last match, as we saw, and punishing as well. That's the most important thing. The fact is, like, even just punishing upward 3 with a jab, a lot of people don't do it. The fact is, Dante was locked and loaded, waited, saw it, knew that it was likely to come, and punished it. And that is how I can characterize Dante's Leroy over a lot of other Leroys that you see, right? He doesn't just throw out the forward 4-2-2 willy-nilly, thinking that, it's only minus 13. Let me just, no, he whiff punishes with it.
Yes.
Really impressive stuff here from Dante.
Great precision gameplay from him here. Leroy Smith proving the favorable pick. 5-4 lead so far over Malekith. And yes, there's a lot of great timings in his choices to attack. Like not only what he attacks with, but exactly when he likes to do it. Both players we've seen do have successful flowcharts against the other, right? It's not like no one can get their stuff going. So either player could still win this set. But I feel like Dante, in terms of timing, is got the upper hand.
He does. But let's see if Malekith can even it up. He goes for the magic forward, but no, not going to get a follow-up from the trade. Oh, man. Ryan, the punishment was 4-4-2-2.
How is he ready? Like every time.
Yeah.
I mean, he's calling it now. Look. Oh, what a round from Dante. Wow.
Yep, and it all came from that forward 4-2-2 whiff punishment that I just spoke about, man. Of course, Malekith is choosing to go for some of these defensive moves like down 4-2, up 4-3, magic 4, and Dante is punishing them.
Full crouch, down forward 4-1.
The combo, love to see it. Try to go for the sweep. Jab, got to be careful now, the parry might come. Plus frames.
A lot of trouble now, and there's the parry again, and it's another round just like that. 2 rounds up here for Dante.
Yeah, man, quick 2 rounds. He got the sidestep right. Oh, the cane!
And the cane comes out. Oh man.
Hey.
Good thing you can only use that once a game.
Yeah.
Cane is brutal.
The sweep, man. One more mix-up gonna do it. He gets it correctly. Malekith opportunity.
Stays alive here, blocks the hell sweep of death, and he goes for the full unblockable. But this time Dante stays on the floor. 4-2 follow-up. Dante under some pressure here. Malekith looking on the comeback. Rage drive blocked. Malekith still alive, and there is the hell sweep. He says, "You only delayed the inevitable by blocking the first one. Here it is again, and I'm going up 6-4."
Yeah, on set point now here, Dante dashing up into that sweep bang and another no round brown. What does Malekith do here now, man? I mean, it's so amazing. Like, it can't be understated, by the way. Yeah, like, we know Leroy is a strong character. We know Leroy is a very strong character. But hey, how many of these Leroys actually can whiff punish an up 4-3? A whiffed up 4-3, a whiffed magic 4 the way that he does. He was so ready for it, knowing that Malekith is going to use that move in keep out on that timing and punished it. And it's just really impressive play right now from Dante.
Extremely smart positioning as well from Dante, because he's in those spots, isn't he? He's in those sweet spots where he's ready that if you do a certain move here, he can punish with the forward 4-3. You know, he's ready for the up forward 3 to get the whiff punish, ready for the forward 4-3 to get punished. Also, when he's engaging, he's very smart when he goes for the counters, when he likes to parry. That's also good as well. It can't be bait, because if it's bait, you're going to get countered, right? So I feel like those 2 elements there have been really key elements.
Yeah, and the fact that he's been so confident to just run up into the hell sweep also goes to show that he's downloaded the timing of Malekith, knowing that he's not going to do a keep out move at this time, because obviously using that sweep bang, he wasn't doing that at the start of the set. But Dante is very confident that he knows that he was just going to stand there and block. That's why he went for the dash up into the sweep bang. So again, you know, Dante's really got a read on Malekith right now. It is a potential for a 7-4 here. Yeah. Ryan, we could be correct.
Yeah, our read could still be there, man.
Yeah.
I feel like Leroy's parries could probably be a bit more specific though, because they cover such a wide range of the repertoire. It's quite hard for Malekith to, you know, even if he knows, it's quite hard to think of what he can do else, right? So I think that's something that's very difficult to manage even in a longer set. And look at this from Dante, already gets a round. Oh my goodness.
Yet the punish on the whiffed magic 4 once again. Malekith is having trouble keeping Dante out at the moment. Dante making all the right reads. The timing is on point. Down 4-2 whiff once again. Gotta be careful.
Oh man, everything working out for Dante here, and Malekith in big trouble right now. Looking bad here in round 2. Malekith unable to get anything going, not given a chance to get out of the blocks, and it is set point to Dante.
Just like that, one more round needed to take the exhibition here for the Tekken 7 online challenge. Can Malekith make the comeback? He's been here before, but Dante looking confident.
1+2. Malekith needed that. Fighting to stay alive right now. Everything to work in his favor.
Nice.
And the down back 3. Unfortunately, it works.
Yeah,
round.
That's a round on the board. Definitely needed that. Just slow the pace a little bit. Dante now.
Oh,
the sidestep.
What a sidestep into the orbital. Max damage here. And look at the wall carry. Oh man, catches him stepping.
Yeah, he knew that he was a sidestep there.
Step 2.
He's not looking so good for our hero, but he has an opportunity.
Dante at the wall. Does indeed. The wall situation's reversed. Malekith's in trouble. There's a throw break.
Good break. Catches him stepping.
Esau round here from both players. Nice. The down 4 ties it up right now.
Oh my god, final round here. Is it going to be the set for Dante? Oh my god, backdash into the whip punish. Dante.
Be prepared.
Yep.
This is bad.
Huge damage.
Malekith, he's lost half bar already. This is not looking good. There's a hell sweep. Malekith in big trouble right now.
The parry. Oh no.
2.
Will it be another comeback? Can he do it?
Now. Last chance for Dante. Oh!
And Dante is going to take it 7-4 over Malekith, taking the exhibition here, the Tekken 7 Online Challenge. Congratulations to him, but wow, what a set and what a performance.
Malekith really fought hard in that last game. That was so cool. Bringing it back from the brink of defeat to get those 2 rounds and tie it all up. But that final round, man, that opener, with that 4-4-2-2 punish, man, Dante was super ready every time.
Man, it's the punishment, dude. Like, we know that, you know, Leroy is a strong character, of course. And, you know, we all know. But the fact is, the 4-4-2-2 whiff punishment, I noticed when I played him as well, the fact that when he uses it as a whiff punisher, it was so good. He punished magic 4s, down 4-2s, up 4-3s, like so consistently. And on line 2, like, imagine what this guy could do to you offline with that, with the whiff punishment, you know? Like, insane. And, you know, the kind of damage you get from it as well. Huge wall carry, huge damage. I mean, the punishment is really where Dante was a step ahead of Malekith.
Shout out to Dante, representing Team Rise. Really sick performance there from him. Very impressive. Shout out to Malekith as well, holding it down with Asuka. Obviously, Malekith did also admit in the beginning that, you know, Leroy is a stronger character than Asuka overall. But shout out to both players. Really top set. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know I.
Yeah, so we're going to be getting into an interview very shortly. I think we're going to take a break, and when we return, we're going to have the 2 players ready for an interview, guys.
Welcome back to the Tekken Online Challenge EU West exhibitions here. We've seen amazing stuff today from all the players that were part of this amazing spectacle. Now, we just saw a brilliant set between Malekith and Dante. 7-4 to the finish. It was a brilliant set, and we've got the 2 lads here right now to have some words with us and talk about their performance. Spag, what did you think of that set? And what's your first question?
The set was amazing. First of all, you know, congratulations both of you actually for a really cool set. It was back and forth in the beginning, and then Dante, you started to run away with it, man. Give me your thoughts about that set, Dante.
There was a few points like in the first few matches where, you know, he was doing down 1+2, right? I was tech rolling and trying to duck it, but for some reason online you can't. Like, people do lows and you just can't duck it. So like. Normally at that point in casuals, like, I'll probably tilt, like, I'm not even gonna lie, but like, you know, when it's serious, you gotta just say like, nah, allow it, just like that didn't happen, you know what I mean? Just on to the next match.
Allow it, bro.
Yeah, so I decided to like forget about that kind of stuff. Like, I was running into down 4-2s a lot as well. I was trying to dash block them, but as well, like, you know how it goes, man.
So how did you turn around? So it was 4-4 at one point, and then after that, you know, me and Ryan were talking about it, saying, "Hey, he's looking very back and forth," but then he kind of ran away with it. I mean, what did you do? Did anything you specifically did? Adjust your timing or anything that that got you those 3 wins?
Like, I think I tightened up on my, like, you know, like my defense tightened up just a little bit, so it helped me get my offense off a bit more. Like, I noticed, like, obviously I was running into a lot of down 4-2s and things like that, but I think towards the end, like, of the set, I stopped running into stuff like that, so it forced Malekith to play differently, and it kind of worked into my favor with, like, the whiff punishes and stuff. So.
All right, so yeah, 7-4 finish. Now, Malekith, it looked very uphill. It looks very difficult in certain situations just to kind of keep up with everything that was happening from Leroy, because obviously there's such a large repertoire of effective tools, right? For any situation. What do you feel went wrong for you in that set?
Yeah, my defense, because I tried to low parry his down 2 and his hell sweeps, but it's pretty hard on, you know. And also I was running into his forward 2-2, because I tried to move and block, right? And sometimes it hits me like out of nowhere.
Right.
So my defense wasn't on point, I think. And also, he wasn't afraid to use his hell sweeps, actually. So, which is good, because I tried to block the hell sweep, but it didn't work out that well, actually.
Malekith, we spoke when you came down to the UK for Versus Fighting. You know, we went to that sick place where me and Ryan got that. Was that a Krispy Kreme burger, bro? I don't know.
Oh yeah, it was a Krispy Kreme donut burger.
It was the weirdest.
So the bun was a Krispy Kreme donut, but the inside was a beef patty, just like a regular burger. The weirdest thing
I thought
ever.
it would be nice, but I couldn't finish it. It was actually kind of weird. But anyway, we went there. Malekith, I spoke to you there, and you said to me that you have 2 characters that you use, and one for defense, one for offense, right? And in tournament, I've actually seen you in person use that dynamic very effectively. If you get beaten by Asuka too much, you go to Paul and completely turn it around. Did the Paul pick ever come to your mind? Like, I'm going to go for Paul here, be a bit more, when Dante started to be more passive, did you think, okay, maybe Paul might work it?
Yeah, I think with Paul, it's overall a better matchup than Asuka, of course, because you know, with Asuka against Leroy, it's an uphill battle for me, actually, because Leroy excels in every way, actually. With Paul, I think I have had a higher chance to beat him, actually, because last time we played against each other, he destroyed my Asuka, because we played each other during the group phase in Poland, and he destroyed my Asuka with his Josie, and then I picked Paul, and I just barely turned around and made it out of the group, actually.
So now Leroy Smith, he's under a lot of scrutiny. Everywhere you look, everywhere you turn, there's always an argument on every stream chat. There's always, you know, this character needs nerfing. No, he doesn't. He's fine. He's been balanced. Blah blah blah. So Malekith, obviously, as a Tekken community professional, has been doing this for a very long time. In your personal opinion, how do you feel about the current form of Leroy Smith? Do you feel he's okay now as just a strong character? Do you feel he needs some changes? What would you change about Leroy Smith right now?
Maybe, yeah. I think he's still top 5 character, maybe even top 3, because of his recovery on some of his moves, actually, like his parry, because he can do parry, and it's really hard to whiff punish it, actually.
Okay.
And also to try to whiff punish his back 1+2, it's really hard. You know, like back 1+2 is a 12-frame mid counter move, and it stops like many options of Asuka in close range, actually. So I think they need to, I think they need to put high the whiff recovery on those moves, actually.
Okay.
And also maybe his damage output. His damage output is really high, actually. Also with Leroy, maybe nerfs his damage.
Yeah, I see, Dante. You're itching to say something, man. I know you want to say something. We'll put we'll ask the same question to you. What do you think about what Malekith just said?
Basically, like, I don't think Leroy's whiff recovery is that bad. I think it's more online thing. If you're gonna talk about whiff recovery, what about Asuka's up 4-3? What about that? Because that needs nerfing on whiff, bro. Like, you can hardly even finish it with jab. Like, come on, back 1+2 got nerfed by 10 frames on whiff. The parry got nerfed. Like, okay. I would say Leroy needs a couple changes, right? He needs a couple changes. Home and hell sweeps need to go in general. I don't care if you lay with long. I don't care if you Leo. I don't care if you hacky. They need to go. All of them need to go. Do you get what I'm saying? Orbital needs to be more linear. That's it. That's it. Give him -12 down 2 back. That's all I ask. I just want a poke that I can use like that. You get me? Like, why make it -15? Like, come on. What's that about?
But do you agree about at least the damage output? The point of the damage from his combos and stuff.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, like, I think when you're talking about that, you're talking about like the unscaled wall ender. You know what I'm saying? The hit hermit forward 4 into down back. I think that combo is harder to land than it seems, but it is strong. It is strong, but like, if you're gonna nerf Leroy's damage, please nerf Master Raven's damage. Please nerf like Fax damage. Please nerf Geese's damage. Please nerf like come on, the list goes on. So it's like Asuka when she got Rage Drive. Come on, man, you dead? You dead? Boom, smack you on the floor. And that's it. Yeah, but so like, you know, I do agree. But also a change I think with Leroy that I've always said, I don't think down 3-2 should be natural personally. Because
really, wow.
The thing is, on release, right, I was playing Leroy and I was using the Hell Sweep and I was like it was only until like a couple days later that someone in the group chat said Leroy's down 3-2 is natural. I said, what? Like Horangs? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, no way. Why has he got the Hell Sweep and that? Because they're both launch punishable lows. The down 3-2 gives a mix up, yeah. But like, why does he have both? Why do you have to worry about both? Like, you worry about a lot. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, not a lot of characters make you have to worry that much about their lows on defense. So I feel like that would be a good change. But if you change the Hell Sweep to Orbital and make down 3-2 not natural, I just want them to buff the frames on down 2 again, just so I can have a little poke that I can use. Yeah. That's it. I think that's quite reasonable in my opinion, but people might disagree. But
I think the angle on that is to make sure that he had a viable way to get into Hermit stance from a low attack. So having down 3-2 into Hermit gives him that. And I think they wanted to, because Hermit stance is, it's a very developed stance. It's got a lot of options. And I think they didn't want to have Leroy just become this character that's just used out of stance all the time. Like, he never uses stance. So I think they wanted to have a strong, viable option from a low attack that gets him into Hermit. I think that was the idea behind that.
Okay, fair enough,
So last couple of questions I want to ask to both of you is, Malekith, I want to actually just talk about, quickly ask you a question about your community, in the Dutch community, right? Like, are you proud of them? I think that they've been really, really improving over time. And of course, you are the staple, the person that has been at the top of that community for a long time. Are you ready to go back to offline when the world comes back goes back to normal? Are you ready? And what do you think about the Dutch boys, man?
Well, of course, I can't wait to travel again after this COVID, actually. And we recently started with offline tournaments here in Holland, actually, for 4 years now, I think. So there have been 3-4 offline tournaments recently here, because we are having a TDP league from my team. Nice. So yeah, we are getting ready actually for international exposure. And also old school players, of course, and also new school players rising up, like Dante, right?
All right, so last question here, boys. This has been a great interview. Thank you so much for your time here. What is your UK top 5, Dante? Give it to me.
Top 5 players?
Yeah.
Chicken Maru, Kane and Trench, Dinosaur, Asim, and it's a toss between K-Wiz and Rukang. I think K-Wiz just outplaced him in a few tournaments last year, so maybe you could put K-Wiz. Go Sane, sorry. Sorry.
Go Sane.
Dinosaur took K-Wiz's spot. Yeah. That's the top 5, yeah.
All right, thank you guys so much.
Man. Amazing job. Thank you so much for joining us, man. That was sick. 7-4, congratulations to Dante again. Yep. And ladies and lads, I hope you guys at home really enjoyed that. That was a Tekken Online Challenge EU West. Ryan, what do you think about this? Today was sick.
I think they enjoyed the interview as much as the actual set. I mean, they both had some fireworks, right? So yeah, no, it's been an amazing event. I've been so happy to be a part of it, and it's been brilliant to have you guys all along for the ride with us as well. Thank you guys for joining and being a part of this, man. Spag, always a pleasure to work with you
Always
as well.
a pleasure, my friend. Yes, and
Definitely.
Astro, shouts to Astro 10-0, to Bud Light, everyone, Namco for helping us do this and have something to watch and look forward to, just, you know, during this pandemic, man, and everything. And remember, guys, next week will be the Tekken Online Challenge for Korea.
Yeah.
So, you know, the action is not stopping, guys. Next week, Korea for Tekken Online Challenge. There'll be a tournament on day number 1 and an exhibition day for day number 2, and you do not want to miss it, because I'm telling you that there are unknown players that have done huge damage in Korea recently online as well. So you definitely don't want to miss that one's gonna be amazing.
There are some dark horses indeed. And then, of course, the week after that, September 26th, it is time to go over to USA for US East. So make sure you head on over to TekkenWorldTour.com to register for that one, or just find out some more details if you're planning to tune in and be a part of the event. So I guess for today, that's it from me and Spag. Thank you for being a part of the event. If you're going to talk about the event, make sure you use the hashtag T7 Online Challenge. And thank you for being a part of the event once more. We'll see you next time. Take care.
バンダイナムコ